Hello, my name is Saltbot. I am Kismet's co-host for this evening. Welcome to Kismet's stream and thank you for dropping by once again. Tonight it's time to get back to PC gaming with the Kismet Overburdened with Love PC. Thanks to all of you, we can take this stream to another level. Let me open up the vault door and let's go inside. Kismet is waiting for us.
Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. We're starting off yet another evening of a Fallout 4, of course. Welcome to Vault 45. Thanks everybody for hanging out on stream. Look at all these awesome peeps hanging out right here. Again, I hope you had a fantastic day. I had lots of fun, of course, playing some games earlier. We played some Fallout Shelter with a lot of fun. That vault is absolutely styling. We're about halfway on that sucker. We're going to do a big push probably this week to get that sucker very high up in the amount of vault dwellers. We're going to get that going on. We got to earn those caps first. We got to earn those caps so we can expand that vault, be good. But tonight we're going to go ahead and play some Fallout 4. Of course, we're doing really good on this playthrough. We're going to go out. We're going to get into some trouble further some of our quest line, try to get some more of our companions, that kind of stuff. Going to do some companion love because all you need is love for your companions. They get love for you, then they give you those awesome perks, then you own. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. So let me say thanks to some awesome peeps hanging out here in the stream. Of course, we got Jazz Sands hanging out. Ironside, Kismet, how long been off? As long as I've known you. You've been off as long as I've known you. Haha. I guess so. I guess so. I used to be on, but then somehow my switch got turned to off. I don't know. Magic Wolf Lady says hello to everybody. Of course, the amazing Dark Angel hanging out, saying hello. Got RJ Phoenix saying hi, Kismet. Hey, RJ Phoenix, you've been doing a fantastic job of guarding my new vault on Steam. You've been doing a fantastic job, bro. Appreciate it. Rad saying your spaceship is too small for you, Kismet. Now watch this. Ready? I'm going to take off. Ready? Ooh, no, I'm just messing. I'm just messing. Yes, this is not a spaceship. This is my Overseer's desk. I'd love to have one of these in real life. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't I have my monitors up in front of me? I'd totally like mount the monitors on poles and stuff and just have it go around here and just be like my little command center. One day I will have my own Overseer's desk in IRL. But for now, I have to have it here in the virtual world. In the virtual world. We've also got Jang hanging out. Sub, Jang. Also got Crazy and Chewy watching my chat, backing me up as always. Make sure to show lots of love and respect to all of my mods as well. You'll also find Sister Wolf in there as well, probably lurking, watching for those various people who need to get the boom, the Fates Hammer just like that on your head. So respect my mods. Respect them. They do a lot of hard work behind the scenes, help me out, give you guys lots of Kiz caps, and of course help with giveaways and all that kind of awesome stuff. So much love to them. Much love. So there we go. So let's get started, everybody. Let's dive right into some right here. Now, of course, I'm going to stay up here in my little Overseer's office as much away from all of the interface elements as I can. Now, of course, if you notice up there at the top of the screen, there is a little bar there. There's a little bar there, and it's getting a little ways. It's getting a little ways on. We're going to keep that bar going. Any donations that you do to the stream, boom, they're going to go right up there. So if you hit that donate button down below, boom, they're going just to my mods until we get them over to TwitchCon. Now, of course, not all of them are going, just whichever ones want to go. We will put that cash for getting them and the wife to TwitchCon. So we're going to keep on keeping on in there. So all the love that all the donation love you guys give, boom, TwitchCon, bro. TwitchCon. So let's go to it. Now, what we did, of course, here's we're hanging out at one of my settlements, Spectacle Island. Look at Kate looking awesome in her power armor frame and her wicked. Look at that. She's ready. She's ready to get into a fight already. She loves to get into a fight. A little rainy here at Spectacle Island, one of my favorite places, if not my favorite place, other than Sanctuary. My favorite place to be hanging out. See, I've got some extra power armor up here, which eventually will go into my museum. And actually, speaking of that, let's go ahead and get her out of that power armor frame. Come here, Kate. Come on over here. Let me go ahead and crank up the game sound. Can't hear the whirling. There we go. Get her over here, and I'm actually going to have her get out of the power armor, so if I do run into other power armor...
Excuse me.
You need to talk.
Oh, yeah, let's exit power armor.
I need you to get out of your power armor.
You got it?
Boom. All right, so she's going to get out of that power armor. We'll just leave that frame here. Should we run into any other frames or stuff like that, I'd go ahead and throw her in there, get that going. Now, I'm trying to get her affection all the way up to maximum while unlocking other peeps along the way. And then I will go ahead and use them as companions, get their affection all the way up, etc., as we go along. And you see, this is my little start to my mega base. course, we've got, of course, the upstairs here, which is mine, the downstairs here, which, of course, is my scavenging central area. And we'll run over here to say hi to my peeps. Look at them all out in combat gear. Look at that, combat gear. Preston, of course, being a boss man in the vault suit. I put all my companions in vault suits so they're easier to find. As you see, this is their primary food right here, about 24 food for everybody. It's styling. Of course, we've got a little bunkhouse here. It's nothing fancy yet. It's not the Ritz, but at least it's better than sleeping in sleeping bags on the ground. Now, down below there, of course, we've got the Kismet kill box going on, and on the far side over there, we've also got another one. Little bit of water being produced here. Actually, a whole lot. A whole lot. And then over here, way off in the distance, let me go ahead and make it a little bit easier for you guys to see. Let me go ahead and clear these skies out real quick here. Let's take care of that. Oh, let's go ahead and make it a beautiful, beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, everybody. A beautiful morning to be playing some Fallout 4. Let's do it. It's a beautiful morning in the wasteland. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. I do appreciate you all chilling out. Think I'll go outside. Look at this beautiful day at my mega settlement. Looking good. Look at all that water down there. It's the first time I've ever done it on this side. Usually I do it on the other side. But hey, we can make it go all the way around the island if we wanted to. All the way around. Now right over here, of course, we have got the mega sorter. Now, what level am I? I'm going to get rid of all of the questions that everybody asked me at the top of the stream. I am level 50. What am I doing in this? This is a melee playthrough. So I can only use my melee weapon to kill stuff. Unless it's a turret, then I can shoot it. Or an evil car. Then I can shoot it with my pistol only. Cannot use rifles. Cannot use laser weapons, shotguns, any of that kind of stuff. I can use grenades, because I rarely ever use those. I never play melee except for this melee playthrough. And also, I can call in the Minutemen. I can call in artillery. And, of course, use the vertibirds to wipe stuff out. So we started way up here. At Sanctuary, of course. We got that all filled up by taking the people from Red Rocket and Starlight Drive and just send them right over to the very beginning. Down to Abernathy Farm, Sunshine Tidings, 10 Pines, got Zamunda there, Grey Garden, Oberlin Station. As you can see, we've unlocked a tremendous amount of settlements. Now, those settlements, of course, are my key to being a wasteland tycoon. That's right, I will eventually make 100,000 bottle caps every few days by building up all of my settlements toward that goal. Now, right at the very beginning, when I get in, the first thing I do, of course, want to check out my sorter, see how it's doing. Oh, I hear that wonderful noise. Listen to that noise. That's me making money. Making me some money. Yes, it's actually sorting my workbench for me. It's pulling it directly out of the workbench, sorting it along here. Right here is the wonderful and fantastic purified water. Let's see how much purified water we got in there right now. Holy guacamole! 2,925. That is nearly 30,000 caps worth of purified water. I told you, if you hung in there, if you worked a little bit at it at a time, you build up your settlements as you go along, you would be crazy rich. And you would not have to use third-party mods. You would not have to cheat or shortcut or glitch or do any of that stuff. You are crazy rich right now if you did exactly what I did. That's right. Build up those settlements, getting it going on. Now, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. I will eventually make about 8,000 purified water every few days in-game, which is about 110,000 bottle caps. And then we're just going to let it run. Going to let it run for right now. Now, also along here, it did a whole bunch of work for me. Look at this. It has sorted all of the various stuff.
Lost track of how many
rifles and things right there. There we go. Extra weapons, whatnot, came through and went there. And anything left over went in this last thing right here. Let's see what we got. We've got, of course, some weapons that came all the way to the end. Those all made it to the end, so we'll go ahead and pull those out of there. Some apparel that made it to the end. So let's go ahead and let's look at our apparel real quick before we do that. Yes. Now, anything that made it through needs to be worked on. It needs to be kind of added to our sorters. So
Raiders thought we were easy pickings.
So Kate was telling me a little bit there. Let's see here. Apparel, let's see. Brotherhood of Steel combat armor. Brotherhood of Steel uniform. Well, uniform, we can get rid of that. We'll also put one of these in here. Notice how they're two separate ones because there are actually two different Brotherhood uniforms. Bomber jacket. I wonder if that's my special bomber jacket. I'm not sure. Boom, put it in there. Chef hat, keeping that. Clean stripe shoe, keeping that. DC helm, that is a sort. Drifter outfit, that is a sort. Now, I'm putting it in here, so if any of these things come along again, it will automatically pull it out of there, so I can go ahead and sell it so I don't have to kind of micromanage it and sort it myself all the time. It will do it for it. That's what the Mega Sorter does. It sorts it for you. Saves you literally hundreds of hours, depending on how many hours you play the game, over the life of the time you play, especially if you're doing it across multiple games. Now, those are all the things I don't want, all the stuff in here. This is the sorted out what I don't want. And that'll end up here in this, so I can just turn around and sell it to my vendors. Now, all the stuff I do want, I want to go ahead and put in this one. Like, great example, of course, that Brotherhood Combat Armor Helmet. Look at that. Nice. Like to keep those. And then, of course, Chef Hat. I like to keep those. Striped suit. Maybe some of that. Tuxedo. That kind of stuff. Save all that in case I want to give it to my vendors and whatnot as well. So, there we go. There we go on that. Now, what else do we get? Ammo. Weapons, of course. Those various assault rifles. Let's go ahead and also put that over here. Let's see. Do we want to keep those assault weapons? I think we did. I think we set those to keep. Yeah, combat rifle and assault rifle. Let's go ahead and put that on keep, and I'm going to go ahead and put that with armor. Put that with armor, so if those weapons do come through there, it will go ahead and sort those out. So you only need to put one of them in there, so if an assault rifle comes along, boom, and it actually makes it through. Sometimes they don't make it through there. Like the big boy will not make it through there, boom, sometimes it falls out of there. So you got to watch out for that. So always be kind of improving your sorter. I try to improve it every time I come through. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff. Now look at all this stuff it's still got to sort in there. Holy moly, it's got a lot of stuff to do. Got a lot of stuff to do, so I'm going to help it along a little bit because I'm just going to go in here into the workshop, go to aid, go ahead and pull out that purified water. Let it go a little bit faster. I'm going to go ahead and pull those bottle caps out as well so we can go ahead and sort all this stuff so we can take it to Boston Airport over there. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. Let's go ahead and put this stuff back in there again. Make sure that that does work. And what else we got here? Various miscellaneous stuff that we want to go ahead and put in our hamper. Right here. So we'll go ahead and put all that stuff in there. Now, eventually, I will make a sorter for my miscellaneous stuff as well. It'll pull out folders and other flyers and things like that. Things that are that do duplicate, or you might get multiple stacks of them, like technical documents, things like that along the way. I've literally taken like 200-300 technical documents and taken them and gave them to gave them to the dude. Snooze. Thank you, Windows. And there it goes again, everybody. I did get back, though. I did get to back. Hold on. I lost my sound, but I can save, so I don't have to do that again. All right, stupid Windows. All right, hold on. Let me be right back, because it's going to screw up my sound. Be right back. I keep telling it no. I tell it not to update. I tell it not to let me know. I tell it not to bother me, but it still does. It still does. It still bothers me. Every time about that. I keep saying, don't bother me. And it does anyway. If we could only had a computer that would just do what you tell it to do, right? But such is part of the Kismet Ring of Destiny channel. You're going to see things like that happen. It's all part of the fun. All part of the fun of just trying to get things going on. Trying to be a streamer. I'm just trying to play a game here, Windows. If you don't mind. Microsoft, if you don't mind, bro. If you don't mind, if I could just play some games. I can't even get to the desktop. Trying to get it to cancel. Nope, gonna have to full restart. Full restart that baby. Can't even switch to the desktop. What's up with that? All that's completely taken over. I can close that, but I can't close Fallout 4. Yep, gotta be restart. Luckily, I've got a nice fast machine. Let's do it. Let's restart that sucker. Boom. Boom. Now, here's the great thing about... Whoa, look at me. I went blue. Here's the great thing about having a streaming PC and a separate PC for playing games is I can restart. And while it's restarting, I can sit here and talk to you guys for a minute. Like so. You guys got any special plans for Memorial Day? You guys got anything going on? Hello to James hanging out in there. Kiz, what melee weapons do you use? I will tell you when I get back in. I will show you. Let's see. Rad says, your window looked like you're in a yellow submarine. Yes, this is my Overseer's window. If you've ever seen the vault-tec kit, this is from the vault-tec kit, the Overseer's window, where you usually put it up there. That's what this is. Of course, I'm behind my Overseer's desk as well. But I can understand that, Raz. I can totally understand what you mean, bro. That is pretty funny. All right, let's go ahead and get it going again here. Again, it goes very fast. Hey, Chris, what's up, buddy? Chris, I need you to do me a favor, bro. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to log in Star Wars The Old Republic. I need you to go to the Empire side. I've sent you a message as well on Discord. Go in there and actually switch the leadership back to me, please. Back to me, please. It has switched over to you because I've not played that game in a while, but my members are thinking of playing it again. So you need to go over there and switch it over to my my character called Kizsith, Kizsith. Go ahead and take care of that, please. Take care of that when you can. All right. And it's obviously working. All right. Hold on. So much stuff popping up at the same time. There we go. All right. Continue yet again. I don't want to update anything. I just want to play the game. I just want to play the game. Boom. There we are. We're back. So there we go. And that's the advantage of having a separate PC for your gaming than your streaming. There we go. We don't have to do a big, giant, crazy full restart there. Hopefully. Let's see how it goes. Oh, yes. Got my game sounds back. Are they in sync? They are. Awesome. All right. So you're asking about which melee weapon am I currently using. I've tried a whole bunch of different melee weapons. I like to try different ones because they're fun. One of my favorite ones, of course, is the tire iron with a little axe thing on the end. So you just knock people out with that. I did that for a good portion of the beginning of the game. Right now I'm using Cremis Tooth, which is great because it does bleeding. So if you actually just hit them and they get real low health, you can just leave and they'll just bleed to death back there, which is kind of fun to watch. So right now it does pretty exceptional damage. It does 89 with 3 bleed on it. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Also got tons of grenades, as you can see, getting fired up with those grenades. Fired up. All right, now the other thing I was trying to do, let's see if I got that. I did get that done. All right, good. And I put those weapons in there before I did. Okay, so good. We got that done. Now we're going to go all the way back to the end again. Right here to the end again. And this is something I do right at the very beginning. Let me go ahead and... Oops, I hit a stem pack instead. My bad. My bad. There we go. Take care of this rain. Take care of this rain. All right, so also we've got some stuff in here, this aid stuff here that made it through there. So again, we're going to go ahead and take that aid stuff, see if we can get it to sort all that out of there. Of course, battle caps, I will take those. And I have a whole bunch of junk. Now, there's some stuff in here, like bourbon bottle, that's got to come out of there to sort that. So let me go ahead and look and see what junk I have right now. Nothing, nothing. Bourbon bottle got to come out of there. Again, and I would just, kind of check this every now and again. You don't have to check it every single time. But I check it every now and again when I put a whole lot of stuff in there, like leg bones there. That's something I wanted to sort out of there. Because this way I got to look through this giant list of stuff all the time. And it does get very old. Look at all those shipments in there. Nice. Nice, nice. See, and all the rest of this stuff I will take with me over to Boston Airport, which is the most useless settlement in the wasteland, which is no longer the most useless settlement. I have made a use for it, finally. Finally. And there's some whiskey in the junk. Oh, that's interesting. See how the whiskey is in the junk and not in the aid? See, that's different than it should be. It's interesting. All right. Very interesting. All right, we got some mods in there. Those I don't care about. I just leave those in there because I will get rid of those. There's too many of those to have it sort that. Put that away. And then again, we'll come back here. Food for sale. Got armor.
We taught those raiders
ammo. And this is food here. This sorter right here is food. So this is all the stuff I don't want yet again. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. Eternal Lone Wolf hanging out. Sub. Good evening, Eternal Lone Wolf. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Blind Polecat saying, hey, Kismet, hello to you. Everybody saying hello to each other. I hope you all are doing good. I hope you guys are doing good today. Good today. I'm ready to play some games. I don't know about you. I really want to go after this and play a whole bunch of 7 Days to Die, but I got so much to do. So much to do tomorrow. So much to do. What? Captain Jake starting off with a big bada boom.
Big bada boom.
Wow, that was a good one, Jang. Nice. Thank you so much for that bit, love. Keeping the stream going. Appreciate it big time. If you'd like to get some free bits, by the way, you don't have to just use my stream, by the way. You can click that little bit button down there at the very bottom. Then it will pop up and you can say get bits. Now, you can actually get bits for free, which is awesome because it does support your favorite streamers. You can go in there, watch a few ads. I've done it myself, went and tried it out, watched a bunch of ads, got as many bits as I could, and then went around and gave out those bits to all of my favorite peeps or all the peeps that we're trying to help out as the smaller streamer. Because, you know, it is quite a struggle to do this. This is a very hard thing to do if you are trying to do it professionally. It takes a lot of effort, both on stream and off stream. So go show them some love. Not only my stream, but also go, spread it around. Spread it around to various other streamers that you do like. Now, I've also bought like a bit package for like $7, which is a pretty great deal. Go around, just throw 100 here and 100 there and 100 there, showing lots of people lots of love, which is great, It's definitely a great way to help the streamer keep going, or at least, at the very least, it encourages them to really, make their night from those little bitty bits. So I love it when people sprinkle a little bit of love in that dragon chalice over there. So right here, of course, we've got the sorter, and we're going to sort the stuff that I don't want. So I don't want mac and cheese. I'm not going to use that. Instant mash. Now, of course, when you look in here and it says 2, then you put too many in. You should only put 1 of each things that you want to sort out of there. Ragstag meat and ribeye steak. Ribeye steak I don't want. Ragstag meat I do want. Salisbury steak don't need. And that's good. Now, ice cold Nuka-Cola Quantum, that I do want to keep. And we'll run all the way down here to this food one.
Maybe we should find a place to bed down for the night.
You don't see our big giant base there, Kate? Look at this. Oh, look at it sorting all those Nuka-Cola bottles for me. Ha ha ha. Doing its job, And the reason why I have it sort all those bottles is, of course, so I could do dirty water. Now, we actually need to work on some potatoes today. Let's work on that today as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put some ice cold. Oh, that sounds good. I want some ice cold cherry Nuka-Cola, a.k.a. Dr. Pepper. But I've been being good. Tonight's drink of choice, of course, agua. Agua, water. I try to drink a lot of them. Actually, I have a whole bunch of them right here. They kind of build up right here next to my keyboard. Now, of course, watch out for those Twitch fails, everybody. Watch out for those Twitch fails. Make sure that you do have a cup with a lid that is not going to come flying off there. I've actually seen some people Twitch fail with one of these. They actually didn't have the lid on enough, and it fell over and went flying everywhere. RJ Phoenix with that bitch love. Thank you so much. Throwing in that bit love into there. That's the way to do it. Look at how RJ Phoenix did it. Look at that. That is pro right there. That's pro stuff. That is like, oh my gosh, I did it perfect. It's like from above. Well, he did it totally like a boss up in there. So nice job, man. You put a little space in there, and then all the bits fall perfectly into that cup. Nice job. Nice job. General Stonewall is saying, finally got my Vault 88 built. Finally going to move out of Diamond City. There you go, General Stonewall. We may do that. We may do it. Kids, what are you going to do when you reach 100 deaths? I don't know. We might just put 100 off to the side and then just keep our death counter going again. Might put just a 1 and then make the other ones go, right? I can just put a static 1 there while the other one is going. I thought of that the other day. I'm like, what do I do when I hit 100? Or I think I can move it over now. In the PC version, you have the ability to center and left justify and right justify of OBS. That in the Mac version you don't. It doesn't have those features. So in here I can just kind of center it, and then the 100 will center in, which I can't handle if it's off center in my little thing down there. If it's too off center, a little off center, I'll roll with it. Roll with it. All right. So again, you can see here we're working a bit on our purifiers. We got Instamash pork and beans still left on us here, but we're going to go ahead and test it out by simply taking that stuff. Putting it in here, Instamash pork and beans, and Ragstag meat. We're going to keep that. Let's actually see if we've got that in our food. Keep going on those bottles, baby. Keep going on those bottles. Ragstag meat. Let's go way down here and check. I don't see it. Don't see it. All right, Ragstag meat. Let's put it in there. Yes, okay, there we go. So that'll sort that now. Now, the other thing, again, we need to do bottles, leg bones, spines. Those are all bones and whatnot. Let's put those in there so that we know that if we put any of those in there again, it will automatically sort it and put it right here at the end of the line. There we go. Now, once you do that, make sure you save. Make sure to save. Right, it's getting on to be dark time. Let's just go ahead and forward it so it's daytime. Basically, you want to save to make sure that you don't have to redo your sorter, because you might happen like me where something pops up in the middle of your gameplay, tries to hose you over. Tries to hose you over. Kismet, I just got an email from Green Man Gaming that Fallout 4 and Season Pass on sale. Wait a minute. You can buy it. But guess what? I forgot to tell you guys. This weekend, Fallout 4 for free. That's right. If you have never played Fallout 4, what I'm playing right now, and you want to play it for free, this weekend coming up. I believe it's this weekend. Let me double check. I saw it on YouTube. I meant to say that at the top of the stream. Thank you for that reminder. Give Ironside 500 KissCats for reminding me of something awesome that I need to show you guys here. Hold on. I love to give out love or hook you guys up with some awesome stuff. Let's see. Thank you, Crazy. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know. Get that going on. Right over here. I knew there was something I was forgetting today. So much going on at the same time. You'd be surprised how many things I'm doing simultaneously at the same time. Got all my alerts, got all my stuff, my bid stuff, got my sound effects over here, got my settlement overs here, got the chat, got other sound effects down there. Of course, I got my gameplay here. Over on this side, I've got the mod chat. I've got the live chat with you guys. Over on that side, I've got a bunch of tabs that keep the whole entire stream going, like the panels and Game Wisp and Revlo and all that other stuff over there. And then on the other thing, I have a live version of what's going on right now, so I can see if my thing is running. Also got music over there, which does everything over there, as well as overlays and things we paste in the chat and all. Just is a lot of stuff running at the same time. It is a lot of stuff to remember, a lot of things to get going. But, you know, hey, if you're going to do something, try to do it the best you possibly can, the best way you possibly can. So there we go. Let me find that for you guys. Let me find it, and so you guys can check it out. Right here. It's going to be on Steam for free. Let me get that link. Let me get the link and share it with you awesome peeps right here. Put it in the chatter chat. Fallout 4 Xbox and Steam free weekend gameplay trailer. Check it out right there, everybody. That's right, Kismet. Always hooking you guys up. Hooking you guys up. Go check it out right on there. Go check it out. Now, I'd play it on the stream, but it'd strike me on YouTube. So, May 25th through the 28th. So, tomorrow through the 28th, you guys can play what I'm doing right here. You can do what I'm doing. Go build yourself some awesome bases. Go out there in the wasteland, get into some trouble. You get to play it for free. I mean, there's no excuse now. There's no excuse now to not go out and try it out. So, there you go. Who hooks you up in the chat? Who hooks you up? That's right, I do. I hook you up. I'm always watching out for my peeps. Get them some free games. Allow them to play some free games. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right, and let's see what else. What else we've got? Okay, we've already done that. Oh, Salisbury steak. Let me go ahead and put that back in there. Let that sort itself. Right here. Salisbury steak. Looking good. Now, if I've got a massive amount of stuff in here, by the way, one of the ways to kind of speed this up is to grab the stuff that you absolutely know is going to be sorted out of there, right? Like bottles, I want it to sort out of there, various bones and whatnot. But if I have something in there that's like 1,000 of something, like 1,000 wood or steel or whatever, I'll just pull it out of there because otherwise it's got to run 1,000 through the sorter. It's kind of a waste. Same thing here with your ammo, you would think, but actually ammo goes pretty fast. It actually just goes in one big box at the same time, which I really like. I think they should do the same thing, or should have done the same thing with your junk. Instead of sending 3 wrenches down the road, it should have put 1 wrench and just put a 3 on it, instead, so you don't have to sort the whole entire thing. Of course, that's me, but of course, it will actually send every single one of these down the line. So it's going to take a while, but it just does that while we're busy. There it is, sending that glass down the line to the end. But we're busy doing some stuff anyway because we're about to make a whole lot of money. A whole lot of money. Let's go ahead and grab this 3,000 purified water out of here. Currently, we have 3,647 water. I know. Insane. Insane. Let's go ahead and go over here and let's talk to this girl right here at the end.
Raiders a lesson.
And we're going to do a vendor run. We'll do a vendor run.
Need armor?
You know it. Let's do it.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Here's what I've got.
Now, what we want to do is, of course, we want to convert this purified water into equipment and also into caps. So she got 929. You're like, Kismet, why does she have so much? I used the caps collector perk, which you get about level 41. You can go ahead and then invest in there, which you can see that queue down there. It allows me to invest. Now, of course, I'm always looking for stuff like combat armor. Go ahead and buy that combat armor. Anything else that I can use for them. Again, more combat armor. You'd be like, Kismet, bro, you got a ton of combat armor. Absolutely. I do. I have a ton. I have an absolute ton of it. And I keep buying it because I know I'm going to need it down the road. And that's really all I need from this girl. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my aid here and just simply dial in. Look at that, 40,000 caps on me right now. 40,000 caps worth of purified water. Now, of course, the higher my charisma, the better my trade rates, the better that caps collector is, of course, the higher the trade rate I'm going to get with a particular vendor. Now, if I went back to Abernathy Farm and went to Connie, actually those caps are worth more. Or that purified water is worth more because my trade rate with her is probably the best of all vendors in the game, even with my own vendors. So you can actually get a little bit more if you go to her, but she doesn't have that many caps. But we're going to go around the wasteland. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff today, talk to a whole bunch of vendors, get our companions also going again. So this is about, let's say, 2,300, so we'll dial it in pretty close to that. Pretty close to that. Right about there. There we go. Boom. Very close. So about 68 more. 68 more. We'll get it going on. Kids got Fallout Shelter re-downloaded, and my new vault is running well. Awesome, Keyblade Knight. Awesome. Great job, bro. Great job. James says, Kids, I love you town on Fallout 4. Aw, thank you, buddy. Thank you, James. Yes, this is just getting started, bro. This is just getting started. Hey, Swags. What's up? Says hello. Nice. Kids, that looks like a weekend trial. Are they giving the game away? No, I think it's a weekend trial. You can just go ahead and do it for free. Well, it's free. Hey, if it's free, go for it. Go for it. It's not like they're giving it away in a giveaway like I did. I give away a bunch of copies of Fallout 4. But they are at least letting you play it for free. Hey, I'll take it any day of the week. Then they'll give me something for free. Something for free, I will take it. Bam. All right, very close. Very close. One more, I think. One more ought to do it, or at least get us fairly close. Fairly close. Yeah, close enough. Boom. Don't sweat the small stuff. Get as close as you can. Now, weapons person has vanished somewhere. I don't know where they are. Hopefully, they're not dead.
Farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
Yeah, oh. Uh-oh. I almost shot him in the face.
Excuse me.
Almost shot him in the face. Something going on my contrast today. Hold on one second here. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. Let me go ahead and work on my camera's being all crazy. Crazy. Let's see here. Let's check my face. Turn my exposure down. There we go. Boosting my exposure too much. Too dark. Sorry, I'm a stickler. I'm a stickler for the quality of my stream. There we go. A little too dark now. All right, I'll fix it. A little too dark. Now, I could teach you all this stuff in a creative stream, and I will. I will eventually. Now, again, I don't like to be too dark. Now, well, that's weird. I set it to a certain darkness, and then when I go out of it, it makes it darker again. There we go. All right. Again, I don't like to be too washed out, but the problem is when it turns out the exposure to it, then my face gets completely washed out. Completely washed out, so that's why I was fixing it. All right, so let's talk to this person. Let's barter.
Let's take a look.
I always like to worry about the quality of my stuff. Kismet, what is your favorite melee weapon? I like the crowbar with the axe on it, and of course this weapon right here, which is one of the best melee weapons in the game. It is pretty awesome. So there we go. Much better, Kismet. You are no longer glowing in the dark. I know, Ironside. I know. For some reason, every time I stream, my camera resets itself. Automatically turns autofocus back on again. Automatically adjusts all of my settings, even though I didn't tell it to do that. Such is the life of a streamer. Such is the life. Really, anybody's life. There's always some sort of hurdle to overcome every single day, no matter what you do in life. Just keep on rolling. Let's see, what do we got? Beer, we got moonshine. Let's grab that. Squirrel bits, some dirty water. Definitely want to grab that. Gourd, lager. Now, of course, we can get this, drink that, and then get that from there, too. Murloc meat, we'll grab that. Some Nuka-Colas. Squirrel bits, swing wing meat. None of that other stuff. None of that stuff. All right, so I owe them about 500, but we got a long way to go here. We got a long way to go to finish up all those particular things. So that's going to be 1,300 right there. Got to watch out this thing when you're holding down the arrows because it'll all of a sudden jump forward like a whole lot. So I usually press it a little bit, and then I press it a little bit more. And we go a little bit over, no big deal. This way we get all their caps.
Yeah? Step right up. All the clothing fit to wear.
Awesome. Let's part her.
I've got a few minutes to browse. Let me know what you'd like.
All right, what does this guy got? Now, I already know exactly what I want from these guys, like clean striped outfits to give to my people. If I see like a cooking hat, I might get that for my people who are in the various things. Lab coat's a good one. Military fatigues, always. Laundered dresses are nice. Minutemen outfits are nice in case I want to put everybody in Minutemen outfits. Let's see what else we've got. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it out of there. Now, of course, I get 10mm rounds if I really want it. Checkered suit and slacks. That's always a funny one. And again, we're just running along. Now, the big purpose, of course, here is to convert your purified water into caps. That's probably the big purpose. But other than that, it is really to get some resources at the same time. This is about, another one's about 1,300. Now, again, I don't do the math. I just try to get close to it. I used to do the math, but I found that it does take too long. So what I do is I just get close and I just kind of work it a couple times until I get close. Boom, look at that, on the dot, 1252, nice. Got it done, next one. Now this is a legendary vendor.
2 centuries, and your skin's as smooth as a baby.
Trying to skip the dialogue.
What have you got to trade today?
Let's see, now look at this. Look at what he's got. He's actually got some legendary items on him. The Apocalypse Left Greave. Look at that. Grants increasing energy and damage resistance to lower your health up to 35. Look at that. He's got a whole bunch of sweet stuff in here as well. Look at that. Look at these shipments he's got. He's got bottles. He's got ceramic. He's got massive amount of stuff. Yes, that is the vault-tec rep. If you've never seen him before, spoilers. Spoiler alert. All right. And let's go here. I'm not going to tell you where to get them from. If you missed it on my playthrough, I do not put spoilers in my chat, please. There are some people who will get to play it starting tomorrow for free on their Xbox, or they will get to play it for free via Steam, and they will not know. Let's not ruin it for them. Let's let them have some fun discovering that stuff along the way. And feel free, starting tomorrow, to play along while I play. Feel free to play along, watch the stream, keep the stream up as we're playing along, and do it. All right, there we go. Very nice. Very nice. Now, as you saw, I bought a whole bunch of stuff there. 3,636 worth right there. And again, we're going to go ahead and just do a bit of this. I kind of call this like a settlement management here, where you're going around offloading your purified water. That's about 4,000 there. 4,600. Right in that neighborhood. Right in that neighborhood. Oh, very close. Very, very close. Now, eventually, by the way, I could literally buy that entire guy out right now. I could buy everything that he's got, including that Apocalypse Left Greave, because that is way more than what he's got. Oh, look at that. Over by just a couple.
You have no idea what it's
Hey there.
like.
I can patch you up if you need it. For a
For
small fee,
with this
of course.
ugly mug.
All right.
I need some supplies, Doctor.
I suppose I could spare some stim packs.
All right, awesome. I wish you could spare some antibiotics. Now, she doesn't have much here, but look at these caps, 1,329. Probably most of the time, that's what I do. I just go right for her caps. And we'll just dial that in, 1,329. We'll get close. There's 20 and there's 31. We'll just go a little bit extra. I don't care if I give her a little bit extra. We've got plenty. There we go. So we just did the vendor run. Now, for some reason, I'm missing my weapons vendor. I remember she was in a dress somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and look for her around here. Hopefully she didn't die somehow. Hopefully she didn't get croaked. Oh, there went a pillow. Look at that pillow. What's going on down here, Brahmin? Why you let my pillow fall off of there, huh? Why you do that? Why you do that? All right, now I'm massively overburdened with water right now. Of course, you see my peeps out here doing my potatoes. I really need to get my potato farm to a whole nother level. A whole nother level. Yeah, I don't see her out here. I do see some bad guys still laying around out here. Right here you can see obviously some raiders. If they get in your way, you don't like them, you can actually hold down the E key. Pick them up like so. And just throw them off the side. Like so. There we go. Throw their bodies in the water, whatever you want to do so they're not in your way. Now this whole time, of course, while I'm doing other stuff, look at this thing. Still going. Still sorting my entire workbench. So I don't know where that person went down there. Let's go ahead and check our little computer here. Hey! Get off of there. I didn't tell you could get on there. I didn't tell you to get on there. So let's go ahead and look at vocational overview and see if we do have somebody who is a weapon dealer. Uh-oh. Junk dealer, doctor, tailors, bartenders, armorer. Uh-oh. I think our lady died. Or she got unattached to the weapons. Let's go check it out. Totally possible. You can accidentally kill your own peeps. Yes, look, she's no longer attached to that. No longer attached as my weapon person. So we need to get down here. Oh, there's some concrete. Let's grab that. Sometimes stuff will come off the side of your sorter. Make sure to look underneath there from time to time. Like so. Now down there, I've got a bell. Oh, and I got a hoe. Ho-oh. Oh, and a whole bunch of shovels. Again, sometimes stuff will come off the side of your thing. Oh, there goes that ammo. I hear it. There it goes. See it sorting the ammo? There it goes. Very cool. Very cool. And let's go ahead and just stop for a second. We'll go ahead and put our purified water in here so we're not overburdened the whole time. Thanks so much, Fear Master. Asked, how do you sort the workbench? I will show you in just a second. Just a second. Let me go ahead and put some of this stuff into my workbench. I got a whole bunch of junk on me, too, that I just bought. Let's go ahead and put that into the workbench so I can sort that as well. And what else do we got that we can let it sort? Got various different apparel. Let's go ahead and put all that apparel in there. It'll automatically sort all that for me. And there we go. No longer overburdened. I'll show you how to sort the workbench in just a second after I find my last vendor here. She has vanished somewhere. And let's get it going on. Now, sometimes you might discover that some of your settlers are not what they seem. No spoilers in the chat. Not what you seem, and that can also be some of your vendors too as well. Now, of course, I've got one of my ladies over here who used to be my junk vendor. That's her right there. She's hanging out. I can see just based on her outfit, that's what she used to do. And let's see if we got anybody else. Now, the fast way here, you can see here comes your provisioner and all of that. Oh, we're going to do our provisioners today. That's what it was. Let me try to remember that. Provisioners. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and hit T. I'm going to speed up time by an hour. Shoom! Now everybody's here just like that.
Seem to be right on target.
Just like that. I'm going to hit the bell again just in case.
So
And
where are we off to next?
we got a couple people laying down there. Nice job, Slicks. Nice job, Slicks. And I don't see that lady. That lady be gone. This lady right there, I think, is my, she's my armor vendor. This one here. That's armor. Right here. I guess I'll put this lady on there. All right, lady. You get to be my weapon lady. So I went ahead and tagged her and said assign by hitting E. And then I'm going to just run my way up here without touching anything else. Don't hit spacebar. Don't hit E. Don't do nothing. And I'm going to go ahead and walk all the way up here. Now, I could also just randomly assign somebody, but sometimes it assigns like my robots and stuff like that. So on my vendors, I like to make sure. If it was just like food, I wouldn't worry about it. I would just assign whoever I want to assign. There's that robot, Robo-Brain Treads and Sentry Head that we need to do eventually too. Oh, look at it do its job. Look at it doing its job. Sort that stuff. Sort it. Sort it all. And then we go ahead and go to the bed. Sleep for another hour. Swish. And all my vendors should start showing up again. See, there we go. She's back. Let's go ahead and get that purified water. Again, you want to do this, yeah, you know, kind of every time you log in, maybe once or twice. Now, of course, if you really want to make a lot of cash, a massive amount of cash, you go here and then also go to Diamond City, which we'll also do at some point.
Looking for a weapon?
Always. Let's party.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Let me know what you'd like.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and, of course, get 308 ammo every single time. Also, some 44 for the ammo I've got right now. Let's see what else she's got. Always looking for grenades as well. There we go. Some nice grenades. What else we got? What else we got? See, I wish grenades was in a different thing from the actual gun. That would be useful. That would be useful, but then again, you can only have so many, right? You can only have so many things. Pulse grenade. Like so. Rifles, rifles, rifles. I can't use any of this. I'm in a melee playthrough. All right, and under ammo, let's go ahead and look and see what we've got. Shotgun shells, plasma, 80 caliber. Nothing really I need there for right now, and that's it. So I owe her about 1,400. She's got about 1,200. Again, let's go ahead and dial that in like so. And so 2634. 2634. 2634. 2630. Let's go 2640. Close enough. Boom. Thank you so much, Fear Master Kidda, for that host. Appreciate you blowing up the stream. Appreciate it. Hey, Compton, what's up? What's up? Lethal Haze hanging out as well. Showing that love. Dopey Rich saying, hey-oh, Kiz, and chat saying, hello. I need to thank Kiz. I used his Kismet kill a box, not, and kill box. I think you were trying to say there. The Kismet kill box, and it worked well. Awesome, Fear Master. Yes, if you only learn one thing in my stream. One thing in my stream. What? Pokey Raid. Pokey has hosted me for 3 awesome peeps. Thanks and welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys hanging out big time. Lots of love for the Pokey Raid. Johnny Dippin' Sauce coming in, showing that love. Big love to Pokey. One of my favorite peeps out there. If you have not discovered Pokey yet, he's worth an instant follow. Instant follow. Go over there. Pow. Hit that follow on him. Big time. There's a name in the chat. Go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it. He's doing a raid, everybody. Quick, let's get the raid siren on. We getting raided up here, everybody. We getting raided. I don't care what size you bring in raid, whether it's 5 people or 1,000 people. I do appreciate that love. I appreciate that love from all these awesome peeps over here. Look at these guys. Look at that coming in. Welcome, raiders. Welcome to Vault 45. Now, if you are new to my stream, my name is Kismet. That's right, I am the leader and founder of one of the longest running gaming guilds, Kismet Ring of Destiny. That's where the name comes from. That's why it's so long. And of course, most people just call me Overseer's Kismet because I play a lot of Fallout, both Fallout 4 and also Fallout Shelter. Now, if you'd like to know even more about me, watch this cool little thing I can do. Pow, right there. I can pop that up so you guys can check that out as well. I do appreciate you guys hanging out in the stream, bringing some peeps in here. Always great to see you, Pokey, as well. Hope you had an awesome stream. If you are at the end of your stream, I hope you have an awesome rest of your night. I know you are super busy. Getting super busy myself. I go constantly from one thing to the next thing. I'm an artist. I'm a gamer. I'm a proud Twitch broadcaster. Play some Star Wars, some Fallout, some Skyrim. You saw all of that stuff there. As well as here's my gaming guild. Been together 15 years now. I got to update that. With 800 members over that time as well. About to break 900, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Now we play some Elder Scrolls Online right now. Thinking about going back to Star Wars. Thinking about it. Got to get back into it. I got to get leadership back of the team because it did shift to some of my other members because I haven't been in there in a while. I do like to log in from time to time just to get in there to do it. But I've been, of course, taking care of my IRL. Taking care of my IRL, if you get out of the game too long, it automatically pushes the leadership to somebody else, which is not good. Not good. Which is a bummer. It should go longer. It should go at least longer than a month or so, so it shifts that leadership to somebody. But I'll get it fixed, of course, like I always do. And we'll check it out again, because they did say they updated it, made it a little bit better, though I do like Elder Scrolls Online. Super, super fun game. If you have not checked that one out, that was, of course, pretty fun. Give that a shot as well. Of course, Star Wars The Old Republic is free to play, and so is another great game that I really like. A big shout out to Guild Wars 2. If you do, the base game is really great. The expansion, I didn't like it. It sucked. Sorry. That's my full, honest opinion of it. Now, of course, if you did love it, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to love the same things as I do. My members absolutely disliked it, and they all left, which is a bummer. And the same thing with Star Wars. We went to Star Wars. They changed the loot rules. They made it a terrible grind, and my members said, sorry, bro, I'm out of here. This sucks. Boom, and they all left. You want the fastest way to get rid of people, the fastest way to get people to unsubscribe to your game is simply just to make it so tedious that they don't want to play. So don't do that. Don't do that. If you're a future game developer, if you're going to be the best game developer in my stream, go out there and do what you love to do. If you want to be a game developer, go for it. Don't let nobody's negativity bring you down. Be awesome like Pokey. Be awesome like Pokey over here, who does an amazing, amazing impression of Owen Wilson. Ask him how Marley's doing. I think it's the greatest impression I have ever seen of anybody, not just of Owen Wilson, but of anybody. It is absolutely dead on. It is dead on, the best. I don't know why he's not off it like on the Tonight Show and stuff like that. He's that good. Pambolina hanging out, saying hello. as well. Now, again, if you have a comment or question for me, my name is right down here. It is Kismet. You can go put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. Boom, let's jump back to the gameplay. Put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. It'll highlight red. I know you're talking directly to me, so I don't miss your comment or question. Even attach itself to the top of my chat, so I never miss it. So if I get focused on what I'm doing, which I often do, building or trading or whatever I'm doing, or like in 7 Days to Die, trying not to die, I will get back to you eventually. Don't worry. Now, of course, if I miss it for whatever reason, if you put something in the chat, you're like, hey, Kismet's not paying attention to me. Here's how you do it. Nice and easy. Just put my name. Hi, Kismet. How you doing? Or hey, Kismet, I have a question. Make sure to put my name and throw it in there again. I don't mind. I don't consider it to be spam at all. I do love to interact with peeps in the chat. It's one of my favorite things to do. Hello, Lord Winter. Great to see you, buddy. Slick Ford saying hello to Jazz Sands and hello to you, Slick Ford. Thanks for hanging out. As well, Kismet, I hosted you. Didn't show. Yeah, it just came up. Just came up, buddy. Just came up. So big love to Pokey, of course, bringing all those awesome peeps in, like the amazing Pambolina. Make sure to show lots of love to Pokey, Pambolina, John Dippin Sauce as well. We got Thurlos as well hanging out in the chat. Show them all some love. Show them all some love in there. Do appreciate it. Look at that. See, we don't fight off raiders. We welcome you in. Come on, get in here. Get in here to Vault 45. Get in here and hang out in the stream anytime you like, because we get into lots of trouble. Right now, I'm just stunning everybody with the fact that I just made 40,000 caps. That's right, 40,000 caps at this particular location, because I have been playing in melee mode, in survival mode, in the hardest mode you can play, 10 to 100 times harder than any other mode. Also, because I'm crazy, I also play the hardest way you can play because I was challenged, of course, to play in melee mode. So that's what I'm playing in right now. As you can see, I've got a nice melee weapon, and I'm playing kind of a hybrid build just for fun. I never use melee weapons. I never used it in all this time except for this particular playthrough. So we're trying out the different melee weapons. I can use a pistol, that pistol, or this pistol, which is a special pistol from Kellogg, as well as I can use the Minuteman flare gun, which I rarely, never, ever use. And I can also use grenades. So I rarely, never use those either. So I try to do different stuff every time I play through to learn different stuff as well. Now, another thing I can do also is pull in artillery, have artillery come down, which is always awesome to watch. We're going to probably do some of that today. And start putting artillery down in every one of our locations. Now, what we did right there is we went ahead and got that. Look at how many caps I got now. I started off with like 1,000 or 2,000 caps, and now I literally have almost 8,000 caps. But I'm not done. As you saw, I have tons of purified water left. We've got Kate here, of course, backing me up. Look, she's got her shotgun there.
Hey.
We need to go ahead and get her some more fusion cores. We need to get her some more fusion cores because she's got the fiery Gatling laser. And whenever she has that, that means she needs a lot of fusion cores. She will burn through those fusion cores as well. I'm going to actually give her all of my fusion cores. There you go. Now look at that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. She's ready to go. Now, it's kind of foggy today. I'm going to show you a little trick also with my particular weapon. You can simply just go right here. I've got this set up where it does this firework launcher, and it goes ahead and fires off. And then, of course, I can make it beautiful in the wasteland. This is part of the Contraptions Workshop. Look at that. It's a beautiful day now. Look at that. Now you guys can see what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be so foggy all the time. See my mega sorter here as well. Now, I have talked about this many times on the stream, so I'm going to just give you a quick overview of how to make your own mega sorter. How you make your own workbench mega sorter at any of your locations. Now, look what happened here. See, some of the stuff does not go through the sorter, like the Giddy Up Buttercup. Look like we lost a bottle there, too, because of that Buttercup. Let's get that off of there. There goes some brooms. Let's hope the brooms make it. Shovels flying everywhere. Brooms are making it. Shovels, not so much. Now, some stuff has trouble, as you can see there. Same thing over here with this meat. Not quite making it through there. We got a machete there that didn't make it, another machete. As stuff starts to back up, all the other stuff starts to back up after that as well. So you got to watch out for that. But it doesn't do it too much. It's just on some stuff. But the first thing you want to do is you want to take this thing right here as part of the Contraptions DLC called a vacuum hopper. Take that vacuum hopper and you want to put it right up against the workbench right here. Look at that. Now, I thought it wasn't going to work when I first tried it. I said, wouldn't that be awesome if you could take the vacuum hopper and put it right back to the right next to the workbench, and it would pull everything out of the workbench? And then, like, it was like a miracle. It was like a moment of genius, like lightning striking my brain. I made myself a mega sorter, and now you guys know how to make one too. So go ahead and put that vacuum hopper. Make sure that it is aiming at the top kind of quarter of your workbench so that it's doing all the work for you. That is going to save you hundreds of hours, depending on how much you play some Fallout 4. I've got nearly 1,800 hours in. So vacuum hopper to start. Then you just get a regular sorter, and then you put one item of what you want it to sort, right? So right here, so say I wanted to sort out all of the stuff, like fishing rods and stuff. I have those in there, so it tries to get them at the very beginning, but obviously it missed that one. Same thing with shovels. I should put shovels in there right away. Let's see, shovels. Let's put that so in case it gets in there. Garden hose. And again, fishing rods. Anything that gets stuck down the way on the second one, you want to put in the first one so it sorts it out of there. So it doesn't get all messed up like that did. Now, also what you want to do is put in one of everything. Like, great example, purified water. So I put one purified water in there. And as my purified water comes through there, if it checks the list and says, okay, is this in this list? Nope, it is not in this list. It goes straight. If it's purified water comes through there and says, oh, wait, this is purified water, ding, ding, then it will go ahead and divert it and sort it into the container right over here. As you can see, we've got conveyor storage. And as you can see, it has sorted all my stuff in there, including a whole bunch of fusion cores. Let me go ahead and grab all those out of there for now. It's also sorted a whole bunch of other stuff in there, shotgun shells, stem packs, all sorts of artillery smoke grenades, weapons, and various ammo I'm looking for as well. It will continue to sort that into this other thing. And then the same thing, just rinse and repeat. Go to the next one, the next sorter. In this case, this one's sorting bottles, bone, and food. See, it got a whole bunch of stuff in there, death claw steaks and that kind of stuff. Now, whatever makes it through the sorter, just grab that stuff and say, okay, well, this is some food that I actually wanted it to sort. Come back, put one of those things in the sorter, and it will automatically divert it and put it here into a conveyor storage. Now, all the rest of these are all conveyor storages. And, of course, up here, these are just all sorters. Now, once you've done that, of course, you can go ahead and set it up like me, all the stuff that I want to keep, the stuff I'm looking for all the time, stem packs, fusion cores, whatever it is, certain things like flares and things like that into there. Food and bone and bottles into that one. This one, armor, combat armor, helmets, that kind of stuff, and other things like military fatigues, Minutemen outfits, that kind of stuff into armor. For sale, any food that I'm not going to use, like bourbon, bubble gum, Insta Mash, all that stuff, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to sell that to my vendors eventually. Here under ammo, all of this stuff here, ammo and weapons. Look at all that stuff. It's sorting out, throwing it in there. Same thing with armor, all the stuff that I'm not going to keep, like Brotherhood of Steel uniform, leather, Raider armor, all that stuff in there. This right here is various weapons that I wanted to sort out, and then I don't have anything in that last one yet. We will get to that. That'll be power armor eventually. Power armor sorting. And there we go. So we're good to go. Now, we have a whole bunch of conditions down there. Don't worry, I'll take care of them. I'm at my base. I don't take care of my conditions. By the way, I did get a great question, by the way, on my YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and answer that question for you guys live here on the stream. If you're having trouble at the beginning of survival mode, which you keep getting a bunch of conditions. Now, when I first started playing survival mode, now I've played through 5 times now. This is my 5th playthrough. And I have played through in survival mode 4 times. That's right. Because I played the normal mode, got to level 91. I was like, this is getting too easy. Let me go ahead and jump over survival mode, see how hard it is. Very hard. So I started all over again. Every single time I played through, I start over from scratch. So all 5 times, I started over from scratch. And then, of course, I have finished the storyline multiple times in Railroad, Brotherhood, and got to level 91, 125, and a whole bunch of various levels. Usually over at least level 90. And basically what you want to do in the very beginning is use Covenant to remove those conditions if you have an infection or something like that. Or go and super loot. Go super loot so you can get that antibiotics or get yourself some stuff so you can make your own antibiotics. Antibiotics is probably the most rare thing in the Wasteland at the very beginning. So you can run to Covenant. So what you do is you try to unlock Red Rocket, try to unlock the drive-in, and then the Covenant is just kind of down the hill, along the water edge. Boom. Unlock Covenant, go in there. Of course, you don't want to convert it. You want to just leave it as is. Go into Covenant, and then, of course, go to that doctor there. That doctor can remove your condition. Now, the only condition I really worry about, or the only sickness I really worry about, is infection. Infection starts to do damage to you. Now, of course, if you have enough food and water, and if you have enough tomato soup, you can outdo the infection. So your infection brings your health down. You eat a bunch of vegetable soup, and then your health goes back up again, and so on. That's why I prioritize vegetable soup very, very early in the game. So there you go. A little bit about doing the Mega Sorter, and also a little bit about very early in survival mode, because you're going to get those conditions to remove those. So there we go. So the easy way to get rid of these conditions, of course, is to go in, eat some food, whatever you got. Now, right now, of course, all my food's going to be right into here. Oh, not this one next to it. All my food is going to be right in the next one. Actually, let's put this back in here again. We're going to take that with us when we're ready. And what else do we got? A bunch of food. Okay, so I'm going to go to food next. And now I'm going to grab all the food out of here. Like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and run down the way here. Or walk down the way. Dead person. Dead person. So I'm going to walk down the way a little bit here. There's my buddy, my pal. What's up, little buddy? What's up, dog meat, my buddy? Got dog meat right here as well. Got him right here. He wants to say hello to everybody. What's up, everybody? How you doing? I couldn't resist. I don't really get lots of collectible stuff, but I saw that dog meat. I'm like, oh, I got to get that. I got to get that. I got to get my buddy dog meat. I should take that to TwitchCon. Hopefully I remember. Now, look what happens here. Look, I've got a thing that says fill bottle. Now, what I did is I sorted all the bottles automatically with the mega sorter, and then I simply just go and hit R for a very long time because I have a lot of bottles. And I'm going to convert those bottles into dirty water. Now, why do I want dirty water versus purified water? Well, right now, I'm producing over 1,000 purified water, so I don't need that. What I need is a ton of dirty water so that I can make some vegetable soup and use that for both food and water as I wander the wasteland. That's why we keep those bottles. Very important. Look at that. We're getting bonus to everybody for those retweets. There we go. Use confuse on Chewbacca. There you go. My mods are getting confused. My mods are getting confused. Are we going to kill some evil cards? Absolutely, Magic Wolf Lady. We're going to do that in just a second. Hi, I updated my profile on Twitch. I think it looks good. Ah, very nice, Lord Winner. Very nice. Boom. Buckman's hanging out. Says, hey, guys, I came across something in the wasteland recently and not sure if it's from a mod that I have installed because I've been finding a bunch of stuff lately. I don't remember on my previous playthrough. There's an arc jet engine that's on a truck flatbed along the left side of the thing in Fort Hagen. I don't remember that either. I don't remember that as part of the regular playthrough, but there are still some things, even though I've played nearly 1,800 hours, there's still some things I haven't discovered, some stuff I discovered in this playthrough. That's right. Even though I've played tons of hours, I've done tons of side quests and done some main quests and done all of that stuff, there's still more to learn. So what I did right there is I got a ton of dirty water. Dirty water is what you want. Right here, where is it? Boom, right there. I got 119. Now, I don't have enough Tatoes. I need more Tatoes at this particular location. I'm going to make a giant Tato farm so that I can make a massive amount of purified water, or a massive amount of vegetable soup. So right here, we're going to go into soup here. We're going to look under vegetable soup. What do we need? Tatoes. We're out of Tatoes. So we're going to stop by Abernathy Farm and grab some of that later. But we're going to go ahead and just convert that stuff. Now, again, I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff back in here. And here's the easiest way to do this. What you do is you go ahead. Oh, wait, let's just do bone, too, while we're at it. So also what I've been doing is sorting bone. Now, the reason why I sort bone is so I can go here to the chemistry station and go to utility and go to cutting fluid. Now, if you have a lot of bone, which is the thing you're usually missing. Now, I have a lot of acid. That's no problem. Purified water, I got a massive amount. Steel, massive amount. But I can go ahead and cook up that fluid, and I can get a ton of oil. Now, what is oil good for? Good for power and good for turrets. Of course, if you've watched my stream for any more than 5 minutes, you've seen that I built something called the Kismet Kill Box, which is a great way of revolutionizing this right there. There it is on high, right there. All you have to do is put a skinny platform there, put a bunch of turrets up there. It will defend even against the legendary death call called the Kismet Kill Box. Now, why do I call it the Kill Box? Because if you are dumb enough to come running in to my settlement, we're going to simulate us being some raiders, right? And we're like, easy pickings, here we go. Uh-oh. Now, all of those will turn in fire. Every single one of those, even though it's facing the other direction, all of those turrets will turn in fire. Even I can't attack my own settlement because all of those things will annihilate me. Even legendary death claws get mowed down. Case in point, that raider right there. Dead raider. Right there, because it gives me kill box. Now, I don't even need to do anything after a while. Once I have those set up, all I do is I stand up there and I watch them get annihilated for every single time that they've come in and destroyed some of my stuff. It is so satisfying to every single time. It never gets old to me. I love them. I love to watch them get mowed down. All right, so let's go ahead and put this food back in here again of what we need to do. Now, here's a little trick, by the way. I put everything back in again. And this is the faster way. If you have a whole list of stuff like I just did right there, oh wait, actually, I gotta pull it all back out. I forgot to cook all the meat. Hold on, let's cook all the meat first. Let's go ahead and roast up some stuff. Now, actually, let's look and see if we can make any. There's some noodle we can make. What about squirrel? Blood leaf and potatoes. All right, we need to work on our blood leaf. But what we're going to do is go ahead and, not that, because, let's see, squirrel stew, I need squirrel bits. Okay, I've got to watch out not to use my squirrel bits. There we go, keep those. Keep those. Guana bits, that I can use. And mole rat chunks, use that. Ribeye steak, let's make a bunch of those. Squirrel on a stick, nope, don't want to use that. Stingwing fillet, that's nice. Some ribs. Like so. All right, looking good. Now, again, I buy that stuff from vendor, or I find that from things along the way. Room in the way. Desk fan got knocked off. Another desk fan. Like so. All right, so we cooked all that up. Now, again, show you again. What we do is we go in, we take everything off of us. Much easier to just take everything off of you and then grab back what you want. In this case, it's, of course, going to be my vegetable soup. Oh, stem packs. Got to get my stem packs back. I accidentally put them in there. Now, I don't like to get my stem packs off of me. I'm pretty low on stem packs right now. I've got about 2. But luckily, right over here, it's been sorting my stem packs, and I've got 29 in here. Now, I don't usually keep that many stem packs on me. Maybe about 15 or 20. I've got 2 on me right now. Let's go ahead and go with 20 because we're going to be getting into some trouble here in a bit as well. And then over here again, we're going to go, okay, we got baked bloatfly. And right now, again, we have only antibiotics and stem packs. So we'll go ahead and get some of that baked bloatfly. What else we've got? Let's keep that. Iguana on a stick. We can have some of that. Murloc egg omelet. That's good. Mole rat chunks. That's tasty good. Mutton chops. Also very good. We got some Nuka cherry. Let's go ahead and take a couple of those. Let's take some quantums while we're at it. What else? Ribeye steak. Now, if it has radiation in it, by the way, let me go ahead and show you this by pulling up my red arrow. If it has radiation right here, rads, that is uncooked. That is uncooked Murloc meat. Now, if it doesn't have radiation, like an omelet over here, notice that omelet actually has action points, so it can eventually actually give you some action points. But it doesn't have radiation. That means it is cooked. If you're wondering between what is what. I had to learn that myself. When I really got into starting to use food. Now, I really never used food, water, Nuka-Cola, any of that stuff in my normal playthrough. Now, I played through in normal mode before they had any DLC, by the way. I played through, and I never used any of this stuff. Ever. I never used it. I didn't bother with it. Didn't need it. I owned no matter what, even when not using food and water, though it does help a lot. And, of course, I want to get my vegetable soup, maybe a little stingwing fillet. Now, of course, I get very bogged down, as you can see here. I'm very weighed down by a whole bunch of stuff. So let's go over here to this, and let's go ahead and put that 308 in there. What else we've got here? Probably got too many grenades. Let's go ahead and crank down our grenades here. Let's get rid of half of that. Cryo grenade. Let's get rid of half of that. Machete. Get rid of that. Molotov cocktail. Probably not going to use that many. So again, you got to watch out for your weight in here. Pulse grenade. Same thing. You want to keep it fairly low. Oh, we need some more vertibird signal grenades. You want to keep it fairly low, or you're going to get weighed down. So I've also got a weapon I want to sell, so I'm just going to run down here, say to armor. Actually, this one right here, and throw those machetes in there to sell those off later. And again, overburdened for some reason. Weapons. There's something that's weighing me down. Maybe that junk. Maybe that... Oh, fusion cores. That's what's weighing me down there. I have a ton of fusion cores on me. Now I can use my action points to run. Does help out a bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and downgrade up my fusion cores. You only need, again, in survival mode, you don't need as many fusion cores on you. I've got 5 100s right there. Let's go ahead and reduce those down to about 3. There we go. Looking good. Looking good now. Getting close. And again, what is it that's weighing me down? I still have a lot of stuff on me. All this, maybe too much food. Too much food. Now, usually it's something you have on you like junk like this. Let's go ahead and take this junk off of me here. And put that in here. And let's see if that really reduces it. Yeah, there it goes. See, that's what it is. It's that junk that I have on me. Oh, upper skull. Hold on. Upper skull, that we want to sort. Again, we'll go into food here. And I could make a separate one for bone if I want to. But usually when I'm doing food, I just go ahead and put that in there as well. All right, upper skull. Let's make sure that we don't have 2 of those in there. Oh, we do. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. And then we'll just put that one over here just to save us some time. Oh. All right, looking good. And then, of course, we want to work on our conditions. We'll go ahead and work on some water. I should put water over here on this side. Go ahead and put some water down here as well. Can't wait to start playing this game again. I just got my new controller in the mail for PC, and I'll be playing again this weekend. Yes, starting tomorrow, Pambolina. If you have any friends or know anybody else, they are giving a free kind of weekend pass to try it out, like a trial version of Fallout 4. I did link it in the chat. Let me go ahead and link it in there again. Let me link it in there. Spread the word. I love to spread the word about some free Fallout 4. I love playing this game. It is incredibly, incredibly fun. Now, if you'd like to see everything I've done, everything from the very beginning of this playthrough to this very second right now, you can check that out on youtube.com/KismetBP right there. Kismet, B like Bravo, P like Papa. If you go check that out over there, you can hit that subscribe button. You earn Kiz Caps every single week. That's right. Whether I'm streaming or not, you guys are earning those Kiz Caps. Same thing here on Twitter. It is the same thing, KismetBP or at KismetBP. You can go there and hit follow button. You hit that follow button again. Going to get those free Kiz Caps for our contests, for our giveaways, all that kind of cool stuff. Like when I give away Fallout 4. I've given away tons of stuff. Hundreds of games worth thousands of dollars. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just make it easy so I don't have to walk all over the place. I'm going to go ahead and throw that down right there, and then I go ahead and drink directly out of that water pump, which is going to act like purified water. This is why I don't take care of my conditions until I'm getting ready to leave. Now, right now, I'm going to get ready to leave this location, so that's when I'm going to take care of those conditions. Don't get so paranoid about those conditions that you're constantly removing them all the time. Unless you are very heavy AP point player, right? If you use VATS a whole lot, well, then you're going to watch out for your AP points. Me, I actually use VATS very little. I use it very little. Sometimes I use it if I want a really good shot. I find, actually, in my case, I miss a lot in VATS for some reason. I don't know why that is. But, oh, I also got 2 level ups to do. Wow, see, I told you I forget about my level ups. I totally forget about them sometimes. All right, so we took care of that. Now, let's also take care of our food problem here. Let's go ahead and just have some of that vegetable soup. As well. Thank you, True Parker, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and eat some of these omelets right here. Mole rat chunks. There we go. Also going to give us some max additional AP points there. Look at that. Bam. Now, of course, my condition, I could use an antibiotic, but I'm really not going to.
If you need fixing up,
oh, we need to also get my other guy. Let's cure me.
Yeah. See what's wrong with me, doctor.
Go over your symptoms with me.
Cure my health.
Just hurt all over.
I've seen worse. Better stitch you up before infection sets in, though.
All right. She's going to stitch me up. She's going to take that condition off me. Again, in survival mode, you have conditions. You have to drink. You have to eat. A whole bunch of other things happen to you as well. You can't fast travel. You can't do any of that stuff. It is incredibly difficult.
That was it.
All right.
But the best survival mode ever made. It is incredibly fun. But once you get to the point I'm at right now, when you get to this point, you are styling. Now we own the wasteland. About level 50 now. By level 20, I was already making about 20,000 bottle caps in there because I'm like a wasteland tycoon, or as I like to call it, an awesome settlement overseer, where I run all my settlements like businesses, and they generate a massive amount of income for me while I'm wandering around the wasteland, because that's the least they could do. The least they could do is be working for you guys while you're out there getting shot at. They're not getting shot at. They're just sitting here standing behind that desk all day. Look at this. Look at them just standing there all day. They're not out getting shot at. Well, sometimes they get shot at when they attack my thing, but most of the time, they're just standing behind there selling stuff. Look at this. Look at it still going. It's still sorting. So awesome. So awesome, the Mega Sorter. All right, so we took care of that. We took care of our conditions. I guess we'll do our level up here, since I've been a super slacker. Super slacker on the level ups. On the level ups. All right, so what are we at now? We're at level 50, and I said at level 50, we're going to put some into intelligence. That's right. It's going to take us a while to get there anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and put 1 into intelligence for level 50. Now, also, I was going to put 1 into medic at 49, so let's go ahead and do that. And now we got our medic at maximum. Stem packs and rat arrays restore all health and radiation and work much more quickly. Now, in survival mode, The stem packs take forever. They take forever. At the very beginning of the game, when you use the stem pack, it literally goes like this. It goes that fast. And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. And you will die. I've died a bunch of times, 88 times. And every time was fun. Consider your deaths along the way part of the adventure. It is part of your adventure. You should laugh. It should be something silly, especially if like a rocket come out of nowhere and hits you. Or in my case, you get attacked by about 4 sentry bots at the same time and a whole bunch of other mobs, which ensues a lot of fun. Ensues a lot of fun along the way. So there we go. So we took care of all the conditions just that easy. Now, I only do that when I'm about to leave or if I have an infection. Again, don't get so paranoid. Thank you so much, Ryan, OG, for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Now, I don't prep and get rid of those conditions unless I'm about to leave my settlement. See how easy that was? Instead of constantly removing those every 5 seconds while I'm here at my settlement, I will just leave them on there if I'm not taking damage from them. If I start taking damage, then I'll deal with them. But if I'm not taking damage, just let them run. Let them run. You don't have to remove them every second you saw them. Unless you rely very heavily on action points, which I do not. I do not. All right, there we go. We're looking good. And there it goes. Oh, look. Oh, listen to that fantastic thing. There it goes again. There it goes again. Now, remember, before we had nearly 4,000 purified water. Now it has reset itself while we've been here working away. Look at that. 727 more. Let's grab it all out of there. Look at that. Also, by the way, notice something magically happened. Something magical happened while we were busy. While we were doing something else, it has sorted the entire workbench. All of it. It has sorted everything out of the workbench and now put it in its various places where I can find the stuff that I'm looking for. So, like, I can go in here and I can get my stuff out of there, my food, my armor, etc., along there. Now, anything left over at the end, I should take over to Boston Airport. Also, I'm going to go into here. I'm going to go ahead and get any of the junk out of here. We're going to go, that's where we're going to go next. Boston Airport. So, we can also get some vertibird grenades. As well. So there we go. Now we're also going to get all of our purified water out of here. And you might go, Kismet, how come you cannot take damage while so massively overburdened? Because I'm massively overburdened now, 1,765. That's because I have the strong back perk right here. So instead of this one right here, which is right here, where it says when over encumbered you can fast travel, I cannot fast travel. I'm in survival mode. You have to walk or vertibird. That's it. But also what it does is it allows it so you don't take any damage while overburdened. So that's why I always beeline for that, because I love to super loot. I love to grab everything and bring it back and let my people sell it to my peeps. All right, let's go ahead and look right here. Let's see. We got some bottle caps. Definitely take that. Let's see. We got some mods. We'll go ahead and pull those out of there as well. Sell those off. And we'll go ahead and just give it a once-over. Once-over, let's see. Antifreeze bottles don't count as bottles. Ballistic, beakers, scanners, bonus game, blow torches, bone cutter. Bone cutter. All right. I'm looking for anything that's bone or glass that is actually like a bottle that I can use. And again, you want to look over it before you take it and you drop it off at Boston Airport. Now, Boston Airport, again, the most useless settlement. Right there. Look at that. Gwinnett Pale bottle. That's got to come out of there. That's got to come out of there. Left foot bones. There we go. Found some bones in there that we would have lost or been unable to use. And again, I try to look through there. See if there's any bones. Now, if I miss a little bit, no big deal. Look at all the shipments in there. Nice. If I miss one here and there, no biggie. Maybe I'll catch it next time. But as you can see, I have a lot of stuff that it just went through and sorted, so I didn't have to. There we go. Now, before I grab that stuff out of there, I'm going to go ahead and run back over here so that it does sort that bone and that bottle right here. So in my junk, I'm not going to have as much as junk as there, so I can see exactly which one I want to do. Right here, this bottle, we'll go ahead and throw that one in there. Left foot bones didn't get sorted, so now it'll get sorted next time in this giant list of bones and things that I want to sort. If it happens to go through there again, it'll sort it instead of letting it go all the way down to the end of the line. And all my peeps, of course, are done for the day. And let's go over here, turn my light on, and let's get in here. Now, again, I'm going to go ahead and grab all this stuff out of here now. Boom! I'm going to grab it all. And again, there we go. I'm overburdened like a crazy man. Like a crazy man. Now, we're going to go ahead and head our way to Boston Airport and start getting into some trouble. First thing, whoa, almost jumped off the side. Some pillows down there. Some pillows and stuff. Now, again, the sorter doesn't work perfectly, but it does work well. Some of the stuff will come flying off of there, like shovels and really large super mutant armor, that kind of stuff. Now, also, part of the Stormback perk, it'll let me run while overburdened. Look at that. Using my action points. Pretty nice. So, in theory, I use my action points a lot because I use them when I'm overburdened. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get in my power armor, and we're going to hit the road, Jack. We're going to hit the road. Again, I like to just kind of do a little bit of settlement stuff here at the top. Hey, New Guys Gaming, what's up? True Parker saying hello in the chat. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Again, if you do have a comment or question for me, my name is Kismet. Make sure to put my name in the chat so I can catch it. Though I do watch my chat pretty close. Watching that video gives me goosebumps, just like the one they show on Steam. I adore this game. Yeah, Pambolina, it is amazing. It's amazing. One of the few games that, man, I have like 1,800 hours, a whole lot of hours into it. Probably the other game that I can play a whole lot is probably Fallout New Vegas. I can probably play Skyrim a whole lot. Those are incredibly great games, but just so much time in the day. Just so much time in the day. I've only got so much. Let's go ahead and forward time, too. Let me go ahead and bring my jetpack down here the easy way. That's right. I've got, my power armor. Of course, I got the jetpack on the power of the on my power armor. I call it death from above. And let's go ahead and forward time here until the morning time so we can have some fun on the Vertibird on our ride to Boston Airport. And then we'll get some more signal grenades so we don't run out of signal grenades, because if we do, then we're going for a very, very long walk. Especially if we go back to like Abernathy Farm or Sanctuary like that, it is a very long walk back here. And I actually walked all the way over here, by the way. Walked all the way over here from all the way over here. Walked all the way across. All of these places here that you see that are unlocked, I actually walked to all of these places at some point to get there. Now, just recently, I did unlock the Pridwin, probably the latest I've ever unlocked it in the game, because I didn't further the main storyline. If you don't further the main storyline, you don't unlock the Pridwin, so basically you're walking everywhere. But I did recently unlock it, and so, of course, now I have access to the vertebrates. So we're going to go ahead and get those going on. Let me make sure that I don't have a grenade kind of queued up right now. Let's go ahead and get, yeah, we got a signal grenade. So I'm going to go ahead and call them in now. I forget where I put my little landing thing. I think I put it up there. But let's go ahead and call it right down there. And while that's on its way, I'll go ahead and get back in my power armor. Now, power armor in survival mode is not like it is in the other modes. Like if you're in the normal mode, or you're in other modes, there's a lot of people say, oh, I never play with power armor. I never do that. I only play just without it because it's too easy. It's too easy. Well, play survival mode with power armor. You know what it's like? It's like paper. Because I can be one-shotted or two-shotted. A Deathclaw the other day. Now, this is fully upgraded T60, by the way. Fully upgraded, modded out to the maximum, and I got hit by 90% in one hit. Boom, 90% damage. So, it's more like just for fun because it has the jetpack. More for fun than actual protection. It does not offer as much protection as it does in the other modes. It does not, but it's still fun. Still funsies. All right, let's get on the Vertibird. We're ready to roll. Let's fire up some music, too. You guys need the squid. The squid. Why do you call Boston Airport useless? Aha. We're about to go answer that question right now. Thanks for that foreshadowing there, Chewie. All right, let's go ahead and go to Boston Airport. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what we got queued up. All right, let's do this. Oh, what's the deal here? Why didn't it go? Go. There we go. So you use the map, you hit M to tell it where you want to go.
Your minigun should be loaded and ready to fire. Good shooting, sir.
It's time to get going. Now, this is how you look like a boss in this game. You show up in a Vertibird. Come on, now that's cool. I don't care. If you've never seen this game before, that's right. You can be in the Vertibird. You can fly around. You can say, hey, who's your daddy down there, suckers? Ha ha ha. Eat that, suckers. Ha ha ha. Got my girl backing me up What more do you want in life? You got yourself some power armor. You got yourself some weapons. You're a wasteland tycoon. You're making millions of caps over your gameplay time. You've got yourself a good girl backing you up. She's got a gun. Nothing more sexy than a good-looking woman with a gun. I tell you. Nothing sexier. Let's do it. Because I'm going to win.
You might hit something you regret.
Watch out. Watch where you're driving. Look out for the Pridwin. Woo! Close. Close.
Setting her down at the target location.
Look at me land like a boss. All right. What's up, my brothers? Why are they red? I know some of you are thinking it, for you haven't been to my stream in a long time. Why are they red? Exclamation point HUD. HUD. Look at this massive settlement I have here. I hate this settlement. Why is this the most useless settlement? Let me show you why. Why is this the most useless settlement? Well, let's put down some water and some food. You ready? Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Let's put down some water. Okay, so we can put down some water. Here we go. Right here. Let's put it over here on the side. Awesome. Put down some water. How about some food? Oh, wait a minute. What? What? You can't put any food down? What the heck is that stuff? Wait a minute. Let's do a radio beacon so we can call more people here. Right? Let's get a radio beacon going on. What? What? No radio beacon? What is this stuff? That's right, and that's what makes it the most useless settlement. It can't produce food, can't do radio beacons. Let's go ahead and build. Let's go ahead and build some shops. Wait a minute. Where's my shop thing? What? Kismet, where's your shop thing? How did you make your shop thing disappear? You can't put any shops here at Boston Airport, so they can't at least make you some bottle caps while you're busy doing other things? That's right. They can't do it. I call this the prison settlement. I send people here who annoy me. If I go along and they're like complaining all the time at my settlement, you know what? Boston Airport, baby. There you go. Go over there where I rarely ever go. Send them to the prison settlement. Send them to the prison settlement. It is so annoying. It is the most annoying settlement. Now, I have found a use for it. I have found a use for the settlement other than the prison settlement. Because what I do is I go to all of my settlements all across the wasteland. And I build up my robots, which I call my Kismet RDS or robot delivery system. Because I don't want to carry it myself. I don't want to carry all this stuff from all of these settlements all the way across, right? So what I do instead is I go to each settlement, I take my robots and I say, deliver that to Spectacle Island. Take all of it and just deliver it, right? Now, of course, you have the vertibirds. You could take it all yourself and then just vertibird over. But I send all of my robots at the very beginning to take everything and consolidate it into one place. That's right, right here at my main location, Spectacle Island. So I have them all send everything there, run it through the workbench to sort it all. Then I take all of the stuff I know I'm never going to touch again for the whole rest of the game. All of that junk, right? All the junk, all of your wood, all of your steel, asbestos, stone, concrete, whatever it is. I sort it all, grab it all, and then I put it here at Boston Airport. So it is kind of like where all of my materials are stored. Right? I don't put bone there. I don't put bottles. I don't put weapons or anything like that. Just materials that I am not going to use again. Right? Or that I'm not going to mess with again. Example, all this junk that's in here right now. Look at this. Asbestos, hammers, bone cutters, that kind of stuff. I want it to be here so it can be accessible by all of my settlements. But it doesn't keep running through the sorter all the time. You don't want to have to resort all of that stuff, which is the mistake I made last time. The mistake I made is I kept it at Spectacle Island because I would just sort it. And I thought, that's dumb. I'm not doing that next time. This time I'm going to put it here at the most useless settlement and actually make it useful for something, right? It's basically our resource cache. This is where all of our resources will stay. Now, the same thing here. I've got a whole bunch of various junk on me right now. You can see all of that stuff, of course. And, of course, a lot. Look at all that stuff. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff right there. Including a ton of shipments when we eventually get to those. Look at that. I got 2 shipments of circuitry, 4 shipments of concrete and crystal and all that stuff. Now, since I have it on me, and if I put it in a container, it won't be usable by all of my settlements. So I need to bring it here, hit T, boom, just dropped it all in there. There we go. put it all in there. Now, one of the things you can do, of course, is paint, right? Green paint, which is one of the things we can try to get done today. Let's see if we can find that green paint. I would love it if there was a search. There should be a search in here. Paint can. Is that what it is? No. Paint can. That's green paint. There's like yellow paint, various different paints that you can get. But you saw that that option comes up for the paint can. Now, I see this is the whole reason why I bring everything over here, so I don't have to look through it so many times. I should have had it sorting paint cans. I forgot about that. That's what I have to do. Paint cans. There it is. Yellow paint. There it is. Yellow paint. And we're going to go ahead and just we're going to have it sort the paint from now on. That's something I haven't done before. Look at that, 8,000 wood in there. I'll just leave that in there forever. And utilize it at all my settlements. So let's go ahead and see if we can see any paint cans along the way here. Oil cans. Now, I could also build a sorter here just to find those paint cans, but it's easier just to look through it right now. So I need yellow paint, and I need cyan paint or blue paint. Let's see. What's an easy way to do that? What's an easy way to do that? Let me go out of here real quick. Let's make this a little easier on ourselves by using... whoa, hello. Great song. Great song. Pause that for a second. What we can do, of course, is look right here. Oil and steel is what should show up there, right? So oil is a great one that shows us exactly what the paint can would be, right? Or yellow paint is going to be made of oil. So if we scrap it, it'll be oil. So here's a little trick. You can go in here to component view, and you can go ahead and turn on oil so that any magnifying glasses will actually show us which ones are paint, right? So when we're in here looking, we're looking just for what the stuff is that has magnifying glass, right? Like so. Now what I can do also is I can actually take everything back out again, right? And I can go in here and I can go under my junk and then hit component view. And look, now I can see all the stuff I have tagged. Let me go ahead and untag this stuff. Untag all of that. Like so. Oh, there's some bone there. I have to get that out of there. Bone, I'll have to get out of this. Let's tag that. Get that out of there. And again. Untag all the stuff for right now. Like so. Alright, now see, these are all the base materials. Look at how small that list is if you could just break it down into the base materials. See, it's not, you don't have so many items, right? So it's much easier to do this and then just kind of keep things tagged like that and like oil. Now, some people, what they do is they break down every single thing in their workbench. I don't typically do that. It just takes so much time, though you totally can do it. You can totally do it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tag oil for search here. You can see we got blue paint in there. And if we can kind of scroll down, if we could. I don't think we can scroll down there. Basically, we got blue paint in there, other kind of paints that we want to get out of there. We have tag for oil. So again, I'm going to go ahead and go to the workbench here. I'm going to hit T to drop. And anything that has either bone or oil in it is going to have a little magnifying glass right here. Aluminum oil can. And then we'll scroll along there. Blowtorch has oil in it. Blue paint. There we go. So we are able to find that blue paint much easier. So we got that on us. We should do that quest today, too. We got so many quests to do. We have a lot of stuff to do here in this game. That's why I really love this game. You always have plenty to do. Cracked Deathclaw egg, which is bone. So we'll get that out of there. Let's see. Some oil there. Like so. And again, notice how I can skip everything. I can skip through all this. I don't have to look at every single thing to see where the oil is. Gas canister. Flip lighter. More oil there. Lantern, not looking for that. Just straight oil there. Paint can. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and take that paint can out of there as well. And keep going down here until we hit anything else we're looking for. Jump all that stuff. And got soap. And come on, I know you're down here. Use thing, use oil can. And yellow paint. There it is. Okay. So we got the paint bucket, the yellow paint, and the blue paint that we've got sorted out of there. Now, I couldn't remember their names, so that really helped me a lot. Now, here's another little trick. Here's another little trick. Now, you just sorted it, right? You just got the ones you wanted. Well, here's what you want to do. You want to make a little container off to the side so that you can do something else. You can fix your sorting, because I just unsorted a lot of stuff that I'm usually looking for, right? So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put this off to the side real quick. Go ahead and use this container to hold the junk that I want to keep. In this case, some blue paint, some Deathclaw egg, that kind of stuff. Off to the side here. Then I'm going to go ahead and go back to the workbench. I'm going to take everything out of the workbench. Hit the tab key again. Down here, C for component view. And now I'm going to tag the stuff I'm looking for again, like aluminum. I'm looking for that. Let's see. Ballistic fiber. Yes, looking for that. Circuitry, always. Always. Doesn't matter how much of that I have. I always want more. Let's see. Concrete. Yes, we're looking for that now. We're trying to build that up. Copper. Yes. Crystal. Good. Fiber optics. Yep. Gears. Yep. Gold. Glass. Glass for bottles. Yes. Leather. Nuclear material. Looking good. Rubber nose screws. Yes. Springs. Not really. We have a good amount of springs. We don't necessarily need those, but let's just put them on there anyway. Now, anything, here's another thing. If you can also take all your resources out, look at what is low on your resources, and tag those for search as well. As you can see, some things have 43. Some things have 212. Some things have literally thousands of those things, like plastic here. Steel has 1,700, wood 247, even though I have 8,000 wood. How do I have 8,000 wood? Well, because I have a whole bunch of shipments as well, of wood as well, along the way. And so on. So, of course, I went back and then re-tagged everything I wanted to search for when I'm looking for it in the... let's tag the adhesive, too. When I'm looking for it in the vendors, right? So I just want to buy everything real quickly. I just look for the little magnifying glasses. Now, again, this is all in the Pip-Boy. You don't have to do it while you're in kind of workshop mode. You don't have to do it this way. But you can do tag for search this way. But it is much harder to do it that way. Much harder to do it that way. Much easier just to go in, go to your component view, tag it there. So much easier. Now, I'm going to hit T, drag it up, drop it all back in there again, then grab the stuff that I need right over here. There we go, and we'll keep that on me so I can go take it back to the Mega Sorter later on. And there we go. Now, we're still overburdened, of course, because we have a whole bunch of purified water and whatnot, but we did a whole lot of stuff there, so let's save. Let's save. Hey, what's up, Grog? Hi, I speak English. Well, welcome to the stream then, Grog. I appreciate you hanging out here in the stream big time. Big time. Hello to you, Texas, saying hey. Now, sometimes I do get focused on what I'm doing. It does happen from time to time. I do appreciate you hanging out in the chat. If you do have a comment or question for me, you can go ahead and put Kiz or Kismet in the chat. It'll highlight in red. Know that you're talking right to me. My name is right down there. Just put Kiz, K-I-S, or K-I-S-M-E-T. This way, it'll attach itself to the top of my chat so I don't miss your comment or question. Yes, and this is, of course, my my playthrough here. That is in the new survival mode. Much more difficult to get supplies and resources in the new survival mode. This is my fifth playthrough, fourth playthrough in survival mode. I cannot play the other modes anymore. They are way too easy. Here's why they're too easy. Oh, we got to help tapping in Boathouse, too. Here's why they're too easy. Because I can literally go somewhere. And when I have the strong back perk, I can literally go somewhere, grab all of the resources, and then instantly teleport back. Boom. And then I've got literally like 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 50,000. It's so easy mode. It's so easy mode to go and get that resources because you're going to literally just kind of teleport. You don't have to walk. You don't have to take a vertibird. It takes a lot longer. And, of course, your resources don't respawn as much in the new survival mode. So it's a lot easier to do it in those other modes. Of course, hey, that's your mode. That's how you like to do it. More power to you. It's your game. You can do whatever you want. For me, I like the challenge of not being able to go back and do the same place over and over again about 50 times. I like it to be more of a struggle over time, so I bring back all my resources, and they're very rare to me. They're very scarce to the point I'm like, okay, what am I going to use this for? What am I going to use this aluminum for? Am I going to use it for this, or am I going to use it for that? I like that about this part of the game. Right now, we're going to go ahead and head up to the vertibird here.
We'd move faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse.
That is true, but I'm sorry, I got a problem. Sorry, I got a problem. I saw that, Chewy. Thank you. I saw it. Thank you very much. I will get to it. So again, everybody, sometimes I do get focused on what I'm doing. I'm explaining something or doing something. Don't worry. I will get back to you on the stream. Don't worry. I will catch up to you if you do put my name in there. Finally, someone who said it. Spare some caps. Jerry, yes, I have a few caps. I have a couple. There goes my companion again. Fell down there. Oh, well. I'm going to go back to my thing there in a second. She's so annoying. I forgot. When you come up on the vertibird, sometimes your companions fall. I find Kate, Piper, and Nick fall off the vertibird. They just fall straight down to their death every time. Now, when I go inside here, watch what happens to her. Kate's going to go back to Spectacle Island. She's going to jump back there. Boom. Kate is going. Oh, she's going to Hangman's Alley, actually. That's the last place I had her. So I have to go to Hangman's Alley to grab her in a bit. But right now, I'm going to go in here and get me some sweet loot. Some sweet loot. So yes, I make about 10 to 20,000 caps in game without third-party mods, without cheating, without shortcutting, without glitching. You don't need to do any of that stuff. Everything that I'm doing, you can do on PS4, Xbox, and on PC.
Any personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation should report to Night Captain Kate immediately to schedule an examination. That is all.
There we go. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and run over here and get it going on. Now, eventually, over time, I will have so much resources, it'll be crazy. It'll be crazy. Speaking of crazy stuff, watch this. I'm going to go ahead and talk to Tegan. And we're going to go ahead and barter.
Be my guest.
Now, right now, I'm making about 50 to 60 to 70,000 bottle caps every few days in games, about level 50 right now. And the way I do that, of course, is I run my settlements like they are a business. I am a wasteland tycoon, a.k.a. an awesome settlement overseer. So what I do is I build up all my settlements very early in my playthrough. They're off making me tons of cash while I am doing stuff. So if you wonder why I suddenly have so much purified water, the fact that I have 3,120 purified water, because all of my various places are producing purified water for me. Eventually, I'll be making 8,000. But look at that. We're 34,320 caps. And I'm going to go ahead and buy this vendor out. Buy out whatever I want. So this particular vendor has some of the things that I like. Of course, all of this stuff. That's all buy right there. Then, of course, some 308 ammo. Also using some 44 ammo this round. All this other ammo I'm not going to really use. But hey, while I'm here, well, why don't I just go ahead and buy all of his fusion cores? What the heck? What the heck? I'll buy them all, so I don't have to buy them later. As well as I could buy pretty much everything. I could buy everything he's got. Everything he's got, pretty much. Now, he's also got some really nice stuff, like this Commando chest piece, which is pretty great. Increases action point, refresh speed. So I'm going to go ahead and, I feel like buying it. Let's do it. Let's buy that. And I like to keep all those legendaries for my museum that I build later. I will build up and put all of the power armors up. I will put up all of the various things that you find along the way as you play. Now, there's one more thing I need to make sure that I don't forget before I leave, which I try to buy every time I'm here. Right here, that's right, the Gatling laser. I will eventually have all of my people own the Gatling laser. All of them, all my settlers, all my provisioners as well. And we're going to go around and talk to some provisioners today. Let me look at my list of stuff that I've got to do today. We've got to do provisioners today. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, provisioners. We need to go to Abernathy Farm to do potatoes. We need to get Kate from Hangman's Alley. And we need to go help a Taffin and Boathouse. So we're going to do all that stuff. Now, he's also got some grenades. I'm going to go ahead and grab all those grenades. I'm going to grab some plasma grenades and all of that stuff. And, of course, not forgetting my signal grenades, which is the whole reason I came here before. Sometimes I do forget. I get sidetracked and forget that stuff. So there we go. Now, of course, I could buy out all the power armor if I wanted to, all that stuff. We got a sturdy combat armor chest piece. Let's get that too. Let's get that too. And we owe about 13,000. No problem, because we happen to have way more than 13,000 in purified water. So we'll go ahead and just dial in 13,000 caps. Right like so. And so on. Now, again, you don't need to cheat. You don't need to shortcut. You don't need to do all of that stuff. You can play totally legit, just like me. If you'd like to see the entirety of this playthrough, I think we're on day 40 now. I usually play about 4 hours or more each playthrough. And you can see it all on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com, KismetBP. You can see everything all the way back to the very beginning of this playthrough. I only played on the stream, so you can see how I got started, how I built up my settlements, how I went ahead and built out my settlements and went out and super looted all of my stuff and built it up over time as I was playing through the game. Now, some people, they don't like doing settlements. More power to you. Your game, you can do whatever you want. But for me, I love doing settlements. It's one of my favorite things to do. And as I go along, I will upgrade my settlements. I'll start with a basic build, then a super build, so it starts making me money, and then a mega build, which I'm starting right now at Spectacle Island. All right, that's it. That's all we need. We're out of here. We're heading for the exit. Now, I don't go that way. I go this way. Oh, wait. Let's start by the doctor today, since we have a lot of extra caps. Let's stop by the dock. Now this guy right here.
Proctor Tegan's looking for folks to procure supplies from local farms. You should talk to him.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't like that quest. I try to strong-arm my own settlers. I don't do that.
I heard about the operation at Fort Strong. Any injuries that require attending to?
Really, I just want to barter.
I need some supplies, Doctor.
No problem, soldier.
Hey, the Mexican, what's up, brother? Thanks for hanging out. Gronux Axe hanging out. What's up, buddy? Great name. Great name. Thanks for hanging out, saying hello to Kismet. Now, this guy, I love this guy because he has antibiotics. Also, right now, I need to invest in him about 500 caps in him right now. I'll say, okay. Now, this way, every time I come to him, he'll have a higher amount of caps as well. Oh, I forgot to get the other guy some caps. Did I get all of his caps? I think I did, yeah. So the thing I usually get from him, of course, antibiotics. He's also got a beaker for glass if I need that. I'm really looking for bottles more than glass. He's also got a bunch of other stuff which I really don't need. Some antiseptic. Let's just get it before it here. Aluminum, always. Always buying aluminum. Stem packs, I usually find enough out in the wasteland when I'm out and about, unless I start using a bunch of them. And there we go. No, you didn't, XP. No, you didn't. Well, I'll go check again. So, let's go ahead and get his cashola. Get his cashola. Like so. And thanks for that bit. Appreciate it. 1723. 1723. Dial it in. 27. Ah, on the dot. Wow. Okay. That was awesome. So again, I will try to go and buy out not only the vendors' items, but also all of their caps as well. Yeah, I think I would have higher caps if I did buy them out. Let's go check again. Let's go check again. Thank you, Chewy. Thank you. It says, shout out to Kismet for being such an amazing streamer. Type 1 in the chat if you agree. Type 1 in the chat. Go for it if you agree. And if you like to type in chat. There we go. Roblin with a 1. Crazy with a 1 in the chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that love. Appreciate that love, Chewy. All right.
I'll take a look.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
All right. Yes, I did forget to get his stuff. Now, sometimes I get sidetracked, start talking about the next thing I'm going to do, and I forget. But I do try to get their caps. I try to convert my purified water into caps because they're, of course, don't weigh as much to carry around as well as I use my caps up. I don't store up a lot of caps. I don't store up like 1 million caps because I basically use all the purified water, and then I don't have purified water on me, and then I see something that I want. I have 9, 10, 20, 30, 50, 100,000 caps on me, and then I just buy whatever I need when I'm at that particular location. I'm always buying stuff. I'm always converting my stuff into caps. I'm always getting their caps and then taking those caps and buying stuff that I need as I continually build it up to a point where I can start mega building, where I have 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 of a certain resource, so I can then make these giant settlements and make these giant things that I love to do so much. All right, there we go. So we got those 2 vendors. We out of here. Now, most people run down the middle. I do not. I go down the side here. Notice also my action points are being used there, even though I am massively overburdened because my action points are being used by the Strongback perk.
Brother.
Add Victorium. That's right. Let's do it. Let's do it, party people. Let's do it, party people. Now, I'm going to go out this way right here. So if you've got some power armor, this is the fast way out. Now, I wish Kate would have made it in here. If she would have, I would have had her get that other power armor.
Lived until you tipped a Brahmin with a vertibird. Now that's a challenge.
There we go. There we go. I will one of these days. One of these days. All right. Out we go. Out we go. Gonna load. Loading, loading, loading. Keep them doggies loading. All right, another beautiful day in the wasteland, as you can see. Now, of course, I'm way up here on the edge of the Pridwin right here. And right there. Now, of course, you want to watch out so you don't get too close to the side because you know you might fall. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. What am I going to do? Oh. Oh, yeah, I'm in power armor. If you're in power armor, you take no fall damage, as you can see there. But I love to do the jetpack. My favorite thing to do. Incredibly fun. Incredibly fun. I'm going to go ahead and just walk back over here to Boston Airport and call in that vertibird. Call in that vertibird because the vertibird is the word. I'm going to go ahead and run around here a little bit in a circle And that's so I can build up a little bit of action points, so I can just kind of hop over that with my jetpack. You can also go down in there, by the way, and just walk all the way down there. And I've got plenty of signal, vertibird signal grenades now. Oh, there we go. Now, another thing you can do, by the way, is you can go ahead and leave this purified water here at this location, or leave it in a container like this, and then the next time you come over here, you can go ahead and get it out of this container and do it. You can also leave it on the Pridwin. Hopefully it stays there, but you know it's going to stay here if you put it on your settlement. If you put it up there, you never know. But you actually have your own room up there where you can put it up there. And you can leave it up there so the next time you come through, you can, of course, spend it, get all the resources, leave the purified water up there until you've actually used up all the purified water. Now, I know I'm going to use it up because the next place we're going to go is over to Tavern and Boathouse. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we got to get what's her name there, but we'll go ahead and do a Tavern and Boathouse. We'll come back and get her from Hangman's Alley eventually. From Hangman's Alley, we're going to go on a little bit of tour of my stuff here. And how we doing on time? Doing good. Doing good. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Now, we're waiting for this vertibird here. Let's go ahead and do some shout-outs. Let's do some shout-outs to some peeps. All right. Who we want to give some shout-out to? We got Daniel the Red that needs a shout-out. We need Blind Polecat. Oh, that's a good one, Blind Polecat. And Blind Polecat also wants an on-stream shout-out. So let's show Blind Polecat some love in the chat. Hopefully my mods have gotten those links for those shout-outs in the chat. I do not see them. I do not see them. Mods, if you go ahead and hunt down Daniel the Red's stream page, as well as to hunt down Blind Polecat's stream page, as well, and also Blind Polecat's Twitter page. You go ahead and hunt all that down for me and throw it in there. Throw it in there. What up? What? I missed it. I missed it. He threw 1,000 bits in there. Let's do it again. Do it again. Here it comes. Bieberos cheered 1,000. Thank you so much for dropping the big bada boom on that Dragon Chalice. Thank you so much. Appreciate that love. Appreciate your support in the stream. You just earned everybody in the stream 1,000 Kiz Caps. That's right, for our contest and giveaways. So make sure to show him lots of love. He just earned you guys some Kiz Caps for our giveaways. You never know. You might win Fallout 4. You might win T-shirts. You might win some actual IRL real Kiz Caps. You never know. You never know. If I feel like giving something away, I might just do it. I might just do it. All right, so here's our vertibird. Here's our provisioner right here. We are going to work on those provisioners maybe today if we have enough time. We got a lot to do. We're busy. We're busy up here in the stream. We got a lot to do. So let's go help Taff in the boathouse. Let's see if we still got that quest. I think it might have went past, but we'll check. We'll check. Defend Sanctuary Hills. We got to talk to Preston about that. What else? Stop the raiding at 10 Pines Bluff. Also got, I got to talk to Preston a whole bunch. Already did. No, those are done. Those are done ones. Miscellaneous here. There we go. Tavern and Boathouse. Right there. So we still are good for Tavern and Boathouse. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go help. Now, this used to be my central base. As I was moving across, I started Sanctuary, Tavern and Boathouse, and then Spectacle Island.
Glad to have you.
So here we go.
We'll be taking off in a moment.
Now, I don't really need to do anything when I get to Tavern and Boathouse because Tavern and Boathouse has a bunch of Kismet kill boxes. Now, if you haven't played the Kismet drinking game, get ready. Get ready, because we might be able to shoot some stuff. Now, of course, it's raining right now, and I didn't want to forward time. If I forward time, I might miss my ability to defend Tavern and Boathouse. Let's go try it out. Let's go try it out. Let's see if we can find some cars down here. I know you bad guys are down there. I know you're down there. Somewhere. Oh, look out. What's up, everybody? Hi, I'll be back to do that quest eventually. Eventually. Not right now, though. Not right now. I'm a little busy. No car there. You can tell where I've been. All the cars are blown up. Except for that one. That one's not dead. There we go. I love blowing up cars in the wasteland. Let's keep it going. Let me get my tunes back on again. Let's do it. Taking a ride in the vertibird across the wasteland. Look at me looking like a boss. Looking for cars. I think I got that one. I think I got it. Here it goes. Look at that kill box doing its job.
I'm bringing her in. Hang on to something.
Oh! Let's dance, everybody! See how I defended it? I didn't have to do nothing. Of course, we got the Kismet kill box on high here. As well as over here, I saw some explosion over here. It probably was a robot. What's up, Sheffield? Right here, look at this. They tried to attack my Kismet kill box, annihilated them before I could even help. Robot repair kit, nice. Tank bot. Another one over here. Thanks for that free loot, bro. Now somewhere there's some more bad guys, because it's usually not just two. Let's do it. And tremble like a... Oh, gone too soon, Bowie. Gone too soon, bro. Gone too soon. Now, there's another one over here. Look at all this free stuff. Thanks for the free loot. Thanks for delivering free loot to my settlement. Appreciate it big time. Now, what also happens for some reason here at Tavern and Boathouse, they spawn right in the middle of your settlement. That, like, totally sucks ores. Got some blood on the ground there. That sucks ores that they end up right in the middle of your settlement. But you want to kind of look around, see if you can find any more remnants of dead peeps. I think finding stuff is probably the hardest thing. Finding is among the hardest thing. Finding where all the peeps got killed by the time you land. I think that's probably it. Good enough. Good enough. Look who we got here. Look at Ada. Ada's like a boss mob. Look at that. She owns. She got a Gatling laser and also a melee weapon, which is awesome. Awesome. We'll come back for her eventually, too. So, also another person we want to talk to here, Sheffield, right here. Now, I want to move Sheffield to Spectacle Island right here. But I can't move him there because I got too many people there. So, I've got to move some of those people out of there first and then send him off to Spectacle Island, which I can't do right now because it's full. So, again, if you want to get your specialty vendors there, send a whole bunch of people out of there, send him back, and then send your people back to Spectacle Island. So I'll have to do that in the future. So we'll make sure to do that. I'll make a note of that when I get back to Spectacle Island. A great way to do that is, of course, any robots or companions that you have, you can send them somewhere else so that you can go ahead and send your specialty vendors there to your primary location. Now, that was pretty fun, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of there like so. Go ahead and save. And let's go. Let's go. Now, I send Ada here because she's kind of annoying. She talks in my ear all the time. So I usually send her here. All right, let's call in a vertibird. And there's my dude over there. Look at him all. Looking like a boss. Looking like a boss. He's actually fairly geared out. Fairly geared out. Fairly geared out provisioner there. Oh, good song. Oh, Blues Brothers. Nice. We're going to go ahead and do that here in just a second after our vertibird comes in. Where is it? I hear it coming from the left. There it is. All right. Now, right now, I don't have a companion, but I do have a massive amount of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and head next to Abernathy Farm. And then we're going to go ahead and head to Hangman's Alley. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Crazy. I saw that. Thank you very much in mod chat. I kind of, my monitor's kind of weirdly sideways. There we go. Now my monitor's facing better toward me. There we go. Again, now, if you do have a question or comment for me, my name is Kismet. Put Kiz or Kismet in the chat, like Keyblade Knight did. Says, Kiz, you must love the superhero landing, but you know it's bad for the knees. Exactly. Exactly. It is bad for your knees, I'm sure, in the long run. But that's okay. Now, again, I have no companion with me right now because she falls off the vertibird and it just gets annoying to go down there and keep giving her a stem pack all the time. So if I'm going to Hangman's Alley anyway, that's why I set her to Hangman's Alley, I will just say forget it and let her go ahead and go to Hangman's Alley and I'll meet her over there. Because what we got to do is go to Abernathy Farm real quick.
Glad to have you aboard. We'll be taking off in a moment. Your minigun should be loaded and ready to fire. Good shooting, sir.
mute the thing for a second there. I had to quickly grab some water. Some water. As you saw, I can go stealth boy. How do you like that? I'm the only person on Twitch that has a stealth boy. I had to grab some agua. I was running out. It's not muted. Got to give me a second, Chewy. But thank you again for the bit. Got to give me a second. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I got a little green line that goes up and down that tells me my mic is either working or not working. Unless it's bugged. Unless it's bugged. All right, looking good. Let's keep going. Blowing up some stuff. What else we got? There's one car down. Oh, there's another one. Whoa, there we go. Let's get our sound back on. Already got that one. Die line.
Careful landing. Touchdown could be a little rough.
Got that sucker. Hi. Welcome to my Abernathy farm. Look at that Kismet kill box on high. Kismet kill box on that side. Massive. Massive amount of food. Look at that. Rocking it. I'd had this from the very beginning of the game. Oh, there goes the kill box.
For now.
Ha ha ha. No match. No match for the kill box. No match for the kill box. Look at all these potatoes. They're everywhere. Let's go ahead and get out of the power armor. Thanks for the ride, Vertibird. Appreciate the ride. There it goes. Ride. Now, when you want to get your stuff from your location here, look at all these people doing their jobs right here. Now, one of the things that it doesn't do is it doesn't put potatoes into your workbench. I know it sucks because they eat the potatoes. They eat the potatoes. But here we go. We hit the bell. It's going to call everybody away from there so I don't accidentally talk to them while I am getting my potatoes. Then I'm going to run very far away from them like this. Wait for them to move out of the way, and I'm going to grab the potatoes. Let's do it. Right. Well. In right. Rolling, rolling. There we go. A little rawhide for you guys. Great song. Great song. Mods, I don't know if you heard me. Put it in the chat. Let me type it in the mod chat. One second, everybody. I gotta type something to my mods real quick here. I think they missed it. I think they missed it when I was talking about the redemptions. Oh. They removed the redemptions. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Thank you so much to, who was that? RT Canada. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet Army. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Blind Pole, Cat, and Daniel, the Red. Need link and links to Twitter and streams. Boom. There we go. All right, trying to get my mods to get those links to your Twitter and that kind of stuff so I can give you a shout out on stream. We can run over there and show you some love. Not just put it in the chat, but I do like to announce it on the stream itself. So hopefully they'll go ahead and get those links, throw it into the mod chat so I will have them and I will give you guys a proper shout out. Now, also here you can see I've got a ton of carrots. Now, how did I get so many carrots? I started with 1 carrot. I put 1 carrot down. I then made 2 carrots. 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32. That's right. Now, I very rarely do this later in the game, but when I come by here, I grab it all anyway, so I can use it in my other settlements. Though it's going to put all these carrots and corn and all that stuff in the workbench, I'm just going to lend them a little hand here. Lend them a little hand, since I'm overburdened anyway. Excuse me, buddy. Excuse me, buddy. And again, that's why I hit the bell, is just to move them out of the way. Otherwise, what happens is it's always like you're accidentally talking to them all the time, which is a bummer. Bummer. Oops. Oopsie.
Seems to be growing well.
Now, I'll do this a lot very early on in the game. I'll collect the carrots. I'll put more down. I'll collect more, put more down. And eventually, I will get so much of it that I will just absolutely be rolling in this stuff. And then you can go ahead and plant it at other locations. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to plant a whole bunch of potatoes at Taffington Boathouse. And I'm going to show you a little trick on how to make a massive, almost unlimited farm at that location. Actually, I kind of think it would be unlimited. And I'll show you how to do that in just a bit. Let's not forget that Tato right there. I see you, Tato. I see you, Tato. Now, again, you could eat the potatoes, but then, of course, what happens is you don't have enough to build out your farm. So, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, as you can see here. Oh, missed some corn there. And again, I get out of my power armor for this. Sometimes I do it from third person. I find it a little bit easier from third person to do it. Now, everybody, of course, it's also nighttime is another way you can do it. You can just forward time till nighttime, and then they're also not out here. Also, a great time to move your vendors around at nighttime. All that corn. Keeps opening that up. About that. Getting all this mute fruit as well. Might as well get it all. Might as well get it all.
I need to assign someone.
There we go. There's somebody actually not working on that mute fruit. All right. And right here, we go under 8. How many potatoes we got? 47. Awesome. Awesome. That's a lot. That's a lot of potatoes. And we're good there. We're good here. Now time to go to Hangman's Alley. Let's go ahead and save. We'll go ahead and forward time a little bit here till the morning time so we can fly during the day. During the day. Burrow says, hey, Chewy, I didn't know you were a mod over here. Yeah, Chewy's been a long-time mod of mine. Long-time a mod. Chewy's an incredible mod. We call him DJ Chewy. He handles also my music in the background. Watches out for stuff. Pretty awesome. Boom. If you want to get Daniel's Twitter, what you do is you go ahead and open up his stream and go down in the info. I'm talking to my mods. Go down the info and look and see if the Twitter's down there. That's how I usually find people's Twitter, by going down and finding it actually on their stream info down below their stream. So if mods, you can hunt that down. That'd be great. That would be awesome sauce. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give some shout outs here to Daniel the Red. Make sure to go show him some love on his stream. He's going ahead and redeem that as well. Boom, Daniel the Red. There he is right there on Twitch. Go over there and show him some love. Hit that follow button as well as we got Blind Polecat. Go over there, show him some love on his as well. Boom. Let me go ahead and throw that in the chat as well. So his is Daniel the Red, Daniel _the_ Red number 6, which I put in chat, and also big shout out to Blind Polecat, which is also Blind Polecat 90 or 950. So Blind Pole CAT 950. Go ahead and follow that link as well. Show him some love over there. Show him some Kismet love. Send that love train over there. Hit that follow button. Show him some love. Show him some love. Boom. And I'll do that Twitter shout out here in just a minute when my mods got me that Twitter links. Twitter linky links. All right, we're ready. We're ready to go. It's a beautiful day to ride in a vertibird. Beautiful day. Dragon saying hi. What's up, Dragon? Dark Angel hanging out as well, saying sup, sup. The GT says, hey kids, just wanted you to know that you are the greatest streamer. Aw, I had a terrible day today, but your positivity has made me much better. I can't ask for anything more. That's what my stream is about. And I did see at TwitchCon, someone said, you know, what is your stream all about? Mine's about positivity, making an effect in your day. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my nice things that people say. The things that inspire me every single day. But that's what my stream's all about. If you've been having a bad day, you just want to chill out, you want to see me get into some trouble, maybe you want to learn some cool tips from me as well about Fallout 4, feel free to come in and hang out anytime. Hang out anytime. There we go. I'm sitting up a little bit. I'm slouching. I'm slouching. All right, let's do this. Let's get busy. Let's get busy. We're going to call in a vertibird, and we're on to Hangman's Alley. Hangman's Alley. Look at my settlement here. Let's go up here and stand up on the kill box while we wait. Stand up here, get a nice bird's eye view of death and destruction. Come on, suckers. I dare you to attack this settlement. I dare ya. Just like free stuff delivery. Oh, we haven't done that over there yet. Wow, I haven't done all the extra little places yet. We got to come back and do all of that. We got to do all of that stuff. We'll get a wander on at some point here. Probably get our wander on Thursday. Maybe we'll just do a wander night. We'll have wander night. Just wander around, getting into trouble. I love doing that. See, if you run out of things to do in Fallout 4, literally just put your feet on the ground and start walking. That's the best way to do it. All right, looking good. Looking good. Good jobs here at Abernathy Farms, everybody. I got to go. Boom. I got to get out of here. Now, here's another little trick, by the way. If you have your vertibird land out here, if you want to, before you get on the vertibird, now I'm already overburdened as it is because I'm carrying a lot of purified water on me right now. But I can go ahead and go into V mode here. And then I can go ahead and put a crafting down. And again, I love these little cooking stoves. I put them all over the place. Put a cooking stove there. And then I can go ahead and literally, I can grab everything out of here if I want. Like I can grab all the bottle caps, carrots, coffee cups, all of this stuff. Grab it all. Take it with me. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. All right, let's rock, everybody. All right, let's make sure that we don't have any other places to defend. Let's go ahead and there. Treasures of Jamaica Plains. We got to do that. Technical documents. Open your personal storage container. I'll get around to that later. Got to do that. Message in a bottle. Man, we have so much to do. So much to do. So much to do. But let's go to Hangman's. Oh, wait, let's go ahead and tag that. Look at the Publix one. Why we are in Diamond City. Also, there is the one with the dude. The dude in the paint. Where's the paint one? Where is the paint one? Right here. Right here. Painting the town. We'll do that while we're over there too. All right, we're out of here. Let's go. Let's get airborne. Let's go ahead and fly right down here. Now, I hit C, by the way, just so I can see my settlements. You can see my entire network of settlements here. Right now, look, we got Warwick having trouble. We'll fix that later. Fix that later. But we're going to Hangman's Alley. Let's do it. All sorts of trouble always happens there. Now, again, we're going to go ahead and do some flying here, taking out some cars. Let's do it.
Good shooting, Knight.
Off we go. If we see any evil cars, they must all be destroyed. Let's get them. There's one down. Oh, somebody wants to die. I'm more interested in getting the car than the guy. I'll be back, bro. I'll be back. Ah, missed it. Too slow. Try to get it with the undershot. Got it. Got that sucker. How's it going here, everybody? I'm a hazard. I'm a hazard. You better not be walking the wasteland when Kismet comes through, because you're going to get blown up, brother. You're going to get blown up by the boss man. Somebody's standing in power armor right there. Somebody's standing in power armor right there. I had to stop shooting. I wanted to make sure it wasn't one of my brothers in the Atom Cats. Or maybe it's just a pseudo armor was sitting there. Could have been either. Could have been either. Later! Gotcha, sucker. Another one. Ah, already blown up. All right, get in trouble. There's always trouble brewing right here in this corner. That's why I go to Hangman's Alley. Lots of trouble brewing. Let's do this. Provisioner. Get our brothers in the Minutemen to come help us. All right, there we go. Brothers are coming in. Let's do this. Here they come. Here comes my brothers in the Brotherhood backing me up. Come on, guys. Let's go. See if I can find me a nice little fragment grenade to throw. Thanks for the backup, Minutemen. Of course, they're all dead. Just dropping me free loot. Appreciate all the free loot, guys. Who's this guy? Brotherhood Knight. No, my brothers in the Brotherhood got killed. I don't like it when that happens. I don't like it. Somebody's going to have to pay. Somebody's going to have to pay. Apparently, nobody around here. Nobody around here, but I do see some free loot, so we're going to grab it. Do some looting. Got no companion with me right now. Doing a little lone wandering because my companion is too dumb not to fall off the Pridwin. Such is the way it goes. Thanks for backing me up. There've got to be some bad guys around here. My brothers in the Brotherhood. What's up?
Hey there. This area is under our protection.
Good job. That's a legendary guy right there. There it is right there with some automatron bots. Thank you again for the free loot. Of course, the Brotherhood, of course, took care of business. They took care of business. Thanks for the free loot down there, too. Oh, right over here, more free loot. Look at that, just sitting right there in that corner. Let's go up, up, and away. Ready? Let's do it. Right there, up onto the roof. Up on the roof. Boom. Nailed it. Getting foggy up in here. Getting froggy. Getting froggy. Check this. Restart. Oh, that's refresh there a little bit. Well, thanks, Brotherhood. I will see you later. Thanks for just dropping a whole bunch of free loot around. Now, there might be some more bad guys laying around somewhere, but we got stuff to do. We got stuff to do. We got to get back to Hangman's Alley here and get Kate, as well as go ahead and go to Diamond City real quick. Do some little bit of questing over there. Now, again, I can use my action points to run. Like so. Didn't even need the Minutemen this time. Didn't need the Minutemen, but thanks for your help, guys. Appreciate your help. Appreciate you backing me up. Appreciate the love. And again, the reason why I can carry so much stuff and not take any damage is I have the strong back perk. Get that question all the time. All right. Oh, yes, that is right. I need to do my cut. I'm going to start doing my cut about 12:30, by the way, mods. Go ahead and do that right now. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick moment here after I get into my settlement and save the game just for a second. Let me go ahead and park my power armor first and get to like a good save place and then also good cut place. All right. So we'll go ahead and save right there. And then we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching the video. I do appreciate that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right up there. And I will be right back with part 2. Be right back.